Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. Welcome this week's episode of the podcast. Hope you're having a great week, and I appreciate y'all being here, man. I really do. I've been having so much fun doing this show. One of the reasons I moved out here to Denver was to grow the show, and holy shit, it's been so much fun sitting down with all these amazing guests these past couple months, and man, I've had more fun doing this show than I ever thought I would, so I appreciate everybody who's been listening to it, checking it out, sharing it, talking about it, and I hope y'all are having fun with it too, because we have a fucking awesome guest today. Before I introduce this guest, I just got to say, this Friday, I'm going to be at Bass Canyon. I'm playing over at the Hilltop stage, I think that's the name of it, something like that, at 6:20. And man, I got some really fun shit planned for it. A lot of new music that's never been played before. And it's a little bit of a taste that you're going to get on the Blue Collar Bass Tour. And while I'm on that topic, tickets for my first headline tour, Blue Collar Bass, are out now. I'm coming to so many different cities. You can go check those out and buy tickets at musicbytaboo.com. Please go get some tickets, man. I'm excited for it, and I cannot wait to get out there and hang out with you guys and party. It's going to be a really rowdy show. It's going to be the most fun bass show you've ever been to, and I promise you that. And also got to say that Bass Music with Grizz is out now. I mean, you probably know that by now, but it's out. Go listen to it. And I'm really surprised no one pointed out in the artwork we had for it. That's a gay fish. You know, no one noticed that. I was talking with Grizz about artwork ideas. I'm like, yeah, I want to do like the talking bass. Let's make it like a colorful one. He was like a gay fish. I was like, yeah, you get it. So, shame on y'all for not seeing the gay fish. But anyway, my guest this week is fucking an incredible musician. I got to check his set out here in Denver. He's playing at the Orpheum, I think it was. I could be wrong. No, the Fillmore. Fuck, it was a cool-ass venue, whatever it was. Weird-ass lineup, but holy shit, it was so much fun, and I'm glad I got to see his set before I had him on the show because I was completely blown away. You know, I'm a drummer, so I've been a fan of this guy since I found him probably about 4 or 5 years ago. He puts out these fucking awesome videos of him doing his live set, playing live percussion and drums over a really cool and creative live setup and DJ set. And holy shit, man, I've been a fan of this guy for a really long time, and we had a blast, dude. We got to hang out the day before. He came over here, did the podcast, and he got on the drum kit. This dude can fucking jam. I've never had anybody tear my drum kit up like that. And, man, I didn't even want to get on it anymore. You know, this guy's so good, man. And super fun episode, really fun episode. He brought his manager over. We had Kyle and Jeremy both back there for this one, and it just felt like a really awesome hangout session, and I had a lot of fun with this episode. And I hope y'all do too, so we're going to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, COFRESI.
Come here, girl, 'cause that ass fat. Let me take my tongue and go back your dirt track. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries. I swear to God, this could be the one that I marry. Hey, hey, and she's so different. I need that from behind. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries.
Yeah.
Coaster.
It's funny. I'm actually not a major drinker. I smoke more weed than I drink, but I appreciate drinks.
Cool. I mean, you was drinking last night.
I did have a sip. Yeah.
Hey.
I will pop this with you.
Oh.
Nice. I know it's your secret. The PBR is what makes you run. Cheers.
That's what makes me fly.
That's what we'll try to do.
We on, Kyle?
We're rolling.
Cool.
What up?
Welcome, buddy.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is sick. It's
Oh,
good to-
shit. Hold up.
What?
Keep talking. I got to turn these lights off.
All right.
It's going to look so much better in here. Kyle, how did we forget this?
There we go.
Now we're vibing.
Oh, hell. It put on other lights, dude. Now we're about to fuck. It's got red ones on. Damn. How did that?
Tell me, how do my headphones look?
Take your pants off and jacket.
All right. Sick.
Yeah. Now we're Gucci bandana,
All right,
son.
sick.
Hey,
You
man.
ever vapes?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just Kyle's vape
I
that you
know.
just stole.
I'm borrowing.
At one point in the episode, he's going to be like this, like, hey, toss it back.
I can try, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really good with my left hand, though.
Oh, dude, I'm actually ambidextrous. I can jerk off with either hand. You like that?
Ambidextrous, that's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware you're a comedian, too, so let me turn
No,
off the
I'm
text.
I'm just more of a fuck boy, if anything.
What's your definition of a fuck boy?
A boy that fucks.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Like,
fuck hard. I don't know.
That's good. That's what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
dude. What a weird way to start this episode.
Here we are.
Well, welcome, buddy.
Yes, it's good to meet you. We met officially last night.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah. Well, actually, I met you years ago, but you know, you don't remember.
Did you look different?
Yeah.
Did you have like short hair?
Yeah. I didn't have a mullet or facial hair.
Okay, yeah.
I looked like a child.
Yeah, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I looked like a child. Now I look like a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We've evolved into men.
Yeah.
We still are, actually.
You look like The Rock's cousin.
Wait, guess how old I am?
Dude, if you told me, because, like, I don't know, bro. If you told me you were 19 or 36, I would believe both of them.
It's in between something like that.
Okay, I would hope
Yeah,
you know.
it's in between that. I guess we'll leave it for the viewers to guess.
No, where you at? Fuck that shit.
No, okay. Well, the funny thing is, I will say, I'll preface that, is I watched a video that our current kind of state of living in our generation, we're actually aging a lot slower than people from like 40s, 50s, 60s. And technically to science, it's due to a bunch of things, but 60 is actually the new, technically 54. And so I'm actually 34. And
I was right.
yes, but people think I'm like 29 a lot. They're like 29. And I'm like, maybe that fits in that thing. I am like half Puerto Rican, so we got like the skin.
Oh, you got a tent, brother. I wish I had me
I
a
had a little
tent.
tan. I haven't gotten that tan this summer. I've been inside a lot. Like we've been working.
Oh, bro, this is the most tan I think I've ever been, dude.
Okay.
I went on vacation. I got a tan, baby.
I can try to like donate some.
Dude, if you could, like, if we could just take like a needle and just suck it out and just put some Puerto Rican in me, dude.
I mean, Elon might be working on that.
Dude,
The tint suck.
I just become transracial.
Like Taboo's hitting the new market.
Yeah.
And you can go to Brazil and they're like, who's this guy with the mullet? He's brown.
Do Puerto Ricans have mullets?
I'm sure there's some out there.
Yeah.
Like, I actually used to have, I could do a mullet. I used to have really big curly hair and like, it was like an afro. And then I remember in 5th grade, I was like, fuck, I need to get this off. And people used to always be like, bro, like, you make your afro get all big. Like, it was funny. 8th grade girls, when I was in 6th grade, would always want me to lift up my afro and then like, show us your 6-pack. It was like a weird moment in my
Whoa,
life.
dude, you sounded like you were fucking hot. Not like I mean, like, you know, I'm not saying children are hot, but it sounded like you had it going on.
I oddly had like this weird like 6-pack thing when I was in like 6th, 7th grade, and a lot of my friends were like tubby, and I don't know what it was, but the girls were like, the older, the 8th graders were like, you have the 6-pack and you have an afro, so please like do this. And I was like, damn. I felt like kind of used at that point though.
Gotcha. I got a 6-pack, but it's in the fridge upstairs.
Okay.
Fucking dude, like, the people come up and play with my hair all the time now. Like last night, but it's always dudes.
It's dudes.
Like so many people will come up like and pay respect to the slut cut.
Yeah.
It's always dudes.
Damn.
Yeah.
We were talking last night. They almost made it an all-male attendee show. So like you get out there, just all guys. Like,
Yeah,
just
dude,
getting down.
there was some fucking bros in the crowd last night,
Yeah.
dude. I'm talking about I was in the front, and it was just like all these like frat bros, like freshly
heavy.
18, all like wearing Hawaiian shirts. Like, dude, my
Backwards hats.
mom's out of town this weekend. I don't give a fuck.
Literally. But there was, so we played last night. I did my own thing, but it was with Base Physics, Cherub, Don Diablo. You were there.
What an odd lineup.
Crazy lineup.
Yeah, but
And
it was awesome.
It was awesome. But
Such a
like,
great show.
It flipped. I've never seen a crowd flip more than I saw last night, because it was like kind of like Wooks and Denver people. And when Don Diablo came on, I remember people just leaving the venue, and then I turned around. It looked like I was like a Chicago house show, like Radius. It was like whole different vibe.
Yeah.
I've never seen a venue flip in one show that quickly. I was kind of like, damn, they did some like teleportation.
Yeah. I was sitting there in the crowd. I was like, I mean, when I was looking at the lineup, it was a fucking awesome show.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and say it. I enjoyed
Appreciate that.
the absolute fuck out of your set.
Thank you
Your
very
sets are so fucking cool. I was sitting there talking to Toma, your manager. Dude, I loved watching you because you're fucking like dancing while you playing the drums, bro. You up there dancing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I used to be like more stiff, like before we get into some puns with that, but I'm like, can't say that here. But I feel so much more loose, like as of late, and like it's kind of been the last year and a half where it's become much more like second nature with like the setup and what I'm doing, and it was always kind of a progress or process of like figuring out what I do but be comfortable with it, and always like try to add some new element, progress it. And now something with the setup, the way it's like laid out, like you play kit, so you know like there's the right hand crossover feel. I was able to shift that to like actually on the right side, so it's kind of like an open hand kit, but still with that crossover. So I still have like my right hand leading, the hi-hats like built into the table, but it's just made it so cozy. So when I go up there, I kind of just like, it's weird. I just don't have that same like, oh, I'm up here. It's like, let's just have a good time. I want to give the crowd an experience. I want to give them a vibe, and I want to enjoy it too. So I'm kind of just in that zone of like, let's just do it, you know, and it feels more natural now.
Oh, dude, you were a fucking vibe, dude. I was
So,
like,
I
this
appreciate that,
motherfucker's dancing, son. My man up there getting it.
Right.
It's fun to see, dude, because that's one thing, like, I wish I could do whenever I'm drumming is I wish I could just dance more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, sitting down, that's why I kind of stood up, because sitting down, I used to actually play in a bunch of bands in college and high school, and like I was playing drumming for Prop Cause for a while, and like I felt kind of like you feel kind of limited in the sense of you're just like stuck to this chair.
Yeah.
It does give you the foot control, but like when I stood up, I remember talking to Deitch about this. He was just like, that's definitely different, but it does give you the freedom to move. And like, you know, I don't use a click track, but when you're moving your body, it's kind of like internal tempo. So me dancing actually, I mean, these tracks are like quantized and shit, but it gives me like this kind of flow where I can like
Stay in the pocket.
stay in the pocket. Yeah. So the dance is honestly like natural, but it's also like a tempo keeper.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it is. Before we get too much into the live setup, dude,
Yeah,
I just want to say we got Jeremy and Kyle back there today.
They're crushing it.
What's good?
Yeah, dude. I bet you everybody on the YouTubes is gonna be happy to see both of y'all in here today. I didn't expect that, but I love it.
Yeah. And the
Tag
vape,
teaming
vape
over
donation.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Glad to
The
be
temporary vape donation.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just renting it for like a little bit.
I got to roast on Jeremy for a second. He is wearing a Base Nectar t-shirt.
Unintentional. I was at work beforehand. I was wearing his undershirt.
Yeah.
Excuses.
He's like, I got to cover up my Base Nectar tattoo with a Base Nectar shirt, dude.
Oh shit. That is unfortunate for people who do have that tattoo. I know
Damn.
a lot of them regret that shit.
That is gnarly. Yeah.
I had a roast on your ass, son.
Yeah, I feel.
I have no tattoos.
Me neither. Me
You
neither.
know what we're called?
Pussies.
It's actually called virgin skin.
Virgin skin.
But like we're not virgins though, so it's kind of weird because
Oh,
like,
bro, just the fact that you call me a virgin, I just want to go pop that bitch. You know what I mean?
well, but I'm thinking about getting a tattoo one day.
Oh, dude, I'm definitely getting one. I never had an idea of what I wanted to get, but now I finally got an idea.
What are you thinking?
All right, dude. So I'm gonna get Mississippi and Louisiana state lines on my arm.
Okay.
It's like the outlines of the states. Inside of Mississippi, I'm gonna have a buck and like with some camo around it, and then
word.
inside of Louisiana, I'm gonna have the fleur de lis with like Mardi Gras colors around it.
It's kind of tight actually.
Yeah, it's a dope idea.
Multicultural
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
South culture.
Yeah, it's two places that mean the world to me, and I just
Okay.
it's because I never had anything that meant enough to put on my body,
That's how I feel same way.
other than like maybe you later.
right.
You know?
We'll get it. We'll tattoo each other's names on our fingernails.
Can we do our fake names? I just have COFRESI on me, dude.
Names, yeah. Well,
You just have
that's
TVBOO?
actually my last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
People don't know that.
That's pretty lazy of you to think, pretty lazy to come up with an artist name.
Yeah.
It's
I was
just-
actually gonna be like, I think the first idea for the name was Benz. Super lame. BENZ. And I was like, there's a Mercedes out there, like it doesn't really work, you know. But someone on Instagram, actually I have to do CoFresh on Instagram because some kid in Puerto Rico has one follower. He's CoFresi. And I've tried to reach out. I'm like, bro, like you don't exist. I don't mean like that. Like you don't use your platform. Like,
You're fake.
yeah, so people
don't
like,
exist.
and there's CoFresi Hotel and chips and a beer company. So people be like, we love your hotels. And I'm like, I don't own that.
I don't own that,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, dude. If you spell taboo with an A, you weren't. You know how many fucking things there are with taboo with an A.
Yeah. Well, I thought your name was TVBOO at
Oh,
first.
dude. Sometimes I think it is at times. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, well, they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm TVBOO. Oh shit, no, I'm not.
I was like, this guy loves Netflix. Yeah. Wait, that's his background visuals.
It's just Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Nah, dude. Someone had made a visual and put it up on stage once, and it was hilarious. It was a TV with like Casper the Friendly Ghost coming out
There
of
you
it.
go.
Yeah, it was fucking. I thought it was funny,
I-
but then at the same time, I was like, oh, I could see how. That's not okay. But I just have a sense of humor, so I'm like, that's funny. That's
yeah,
funny.
Yeah. You can work with it.
Yeah.
So
Dude, how hard is it to try? Because, dude, the way you have a setup is the coolest fucking thing. Literally, I remember being in school, I was telling you about this last night. I literally had a sheet of paper where I was drawing what I wanted my live setup to be. And it was almost exactly like how you do it.
that's wild.
Yeah.
It's actually funny because I kind of did like a similar thing on a fucking napkin in my parents' kitchen. And I was playing with Prop Cause. I was like, how can I make this stand up? How can I make this comfortable? And honestly, the trick is that remote hi-hat, because the remote hi-hat lets the hi-hat pedal be wherever I want and the hi-hat be wherever I want. So I don't have to like lock it to a stand. And I was kind of like, this is way better for just doing a stand-up setup.
Yeah.
And but I did draw pictures, and some of them like made no sense. And it's literally been like 6-7 years, and now this is like the best setup I've had.
Yeah.
So it's been always a progression. And I used to use drum stands. Now I have like a table that mounts my Gibraltar shit on it, and it's like comfortable, you know, so I can, and it fits in 2 suitcases. People are like, where does that go? And I'm like, in bags.
No, it looks awesome, but as I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that looks like a bitch to travel with.
Yeah. What is a gift and a curse? I mean, I've had to, like, every time I set it up, I just go into a zone and I just like do it. It only takes, depending, like, can be 10 to 20 minutes, kind of like a full pullout, or 30.
Always.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's something that I embrace because it's like I'm aware of the fact that like I do have to do extra shit, but I get to have more fun for myself on stage. Like I was in bands and like I love the DJ stuff and everything, like with all that, but like I'm not as comfortable on a CDJ, just like dropping shit and doing cue points. Like I love like being just part of the music in a way, you know. And we all are still, regardless of what you do. But I was aware of the fact like you're gonna have to carry around shit, but like you'll still have some fun, you know.
Yeah.
So a hybrid of that.
It's cool as fuck, dude. I'm sure there's some nightmare stories with it though, like setting up in certain small venues, or then like not having all the things you need, or
Actually Mexico City with Autograph. So Autograph, their drummer, left for a little bit, and this is actually cool because I made a song for them, a remix, and those guys are from Chicago. I love Michael and Lewis, and we met, and I remember making this remix for them. We did a video in a helicopter hangar. It was sick, and it was so cool. And they're like, yeah, maybe we'll like jam one day. And like I remember talking to my friend, I was like, I feel like one day I'm gonna just drum for them, like it'd be fun. And 6 months later, their drummer's like, I can't do like this tour. They're like, do you want to come on tour with us as our drummer? Like, here's the tracks. You have 2 days to learn everything. And we're going to Mexico City for EDC Mexico as well. And I'm like, all right. And long story short, we go to EDC Mexico. They lost one of my bags at the airport, and it's Mexico City, and it's like, there are people with like crazy ass guns, and it's just hectic. And I remember having to go up, and I didn't have all my gear. I just had my drum pad. They found the bag like while we're literally about going on stage. But dude, this was actually at 4 p.m. on the Tiesto stage, and I thought we were gonna play for like few thousand people maybe. This was the first time we walked up, bro. It was like literally 25,000 people.
nuts.
And there's autograph shit, and I was like, this is cool. And I was on my drum pad, but it was interesting because I'd never played a show that big. The crowd was so far away. And I remember being like, I kind of like the smaller shows better. Like they're like 100 feet away the front line, and you feel so like not disconnected, but I was just like, this is so interesting. This is what all these big guys do all the time, and it's just like different, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a festival is more of like a showcase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I like clubs and stuff. Like, I'm like, I don't plan nothing out. I'll just go out there and fill it out. Like, because you're from me to you, you know, and I can fucking feel you. I'm feeling your sweat. I'm watching it drip down on your face.
Right. It's up close.
Yeah, and it's nice. But like, you know, like at a festival, just like, you can't really gauge as well. And I feel like it's more of like a showcase than like an actual like, I mean, they're fucking awesome. Like I absolutely love doing
Wait,
them.
do you like festivals more or venue shows? There's so many factors though.
There are so many factors. I love the festivals because it's kind of like a check in a way. It's like, oh shit, we're actually here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
sure.
we're finally doing something like this. And it's like, oh fuck, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's insane. The stages are huge. The crowds are big.
Yeah.
But like those shows where it's like intimate and in your fucking face.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's insane because like I'm looking at you in the eye as something's about to happen. We're like, oh, we're having this moment together.
Yeah.
And I try to do that as festivals as much as possible, but it's just like you look down and it's just 1,000 people in one little area, and you're like, okay, I can't really pick you out right here.
Yeah. It's like almost like a blur. Like you have those moments where you're just like in your set and you like look up and you're like, oh shit, there's a lot of people here. Like honestly, last night when I started, there were like only like, I don't know, 300-400. And dude, like I looked up mid set and there were like, it was packed out the whole front floor. And I was like tight, but it didn't like phase me. Cause that's the thing. I'm just like comfortable at this point. And it's like more so like, I just want to give you guys good energy, you know, and it's about that. And I think as I was younger, I'd be like, oh shit, you know, but I did have that moment. I actually toured with Cherub and Prop Cause, and I learned never to drink before I play on that tour because I don't drink much. But one night we were all taking shots, and I've never like sat at the drums and felt like my arms were like loose ass noodles, and that was weird to like felt like I have to control my body, and I was like, what the fuck? And Jordan and Jason are pros at that, and I was like, I can't. Like, I'm just gonna cut down a little. My sister actually warned me before I went on tour with that. It was my first tour. She's like, you want to tour with Cherub? I was like, yeah. She's like, they're wild.
Yeah, I've heard.
And it was wild for sure. For my first run, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
this is life.
I've heard it's wild, dude. I remember whenever I first started drinking, when I started like playing, like, because I would play all these clubs in Jackson with my bands, and I was playing with these older cats, and I was the youngest dude, so that all the venue owners knew me and everything. So like I didn't want to disrespect them and drink at their club because they knew that I was, wasn't old enough.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember I played with them. It was the weekend of my 21st.
Sick.
And they got me fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And we played the set, and I thought I was killing it. I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's his birthday. He's, give him some slack. I'm like, wait, am I sucking?
Yeah.
Am I sloppy right now? I thought I was doing all right. So,
Yeah.
and you're going to sweat a lot more up there when you drinking and you playing the drums.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's interesting with the internal clock and tempo thing. You can think you're like vibing, but like sometimes if you're like, especially when I was younger, I wasn't as aware. Like the clock can fluctuate. That's why I got into more with playing with a click. I was in cover bands and shit. And like, but yeah, dude, like when I drank that one night, I felt like I was just loose. And it was just very weird to feel like I'm trying to find the groove as opposed to control the groove.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing you want as a drummer.
You got a click in your ear the whole time when you're playing now, huh? No.
I use no click. So,
Wow, you're
yeah.
fucking insane.
Well, so, and it's interesting too because some of the tracks, like especially with electronic music, it's not actually about always being on the grid. Like
Yeah, that
we
swing.
want to add that swing. So like some of these tracks, like, and what I think about, when there's like a cool synth line that's going like like with the chopper cymbals, I have those different multi-hat tones. Like we're producing a track, we use different hi-hat tones. So I have different live hi-hat tones, so I can kind of like follow the synths or move around it. But yeah, no click. I just kind of like will really listen and pull back or pull forward and kind of just feel the beat, So.
Damn.
But I do hear that. I'm like, you use a click. I'm like, but the tracks are kind of clicks in themselves. Like there's always something in it that I can link into. And even if there's space, I'll just know what the moment is. Even if I don't rehearse the song, I'll just listen to it and be like, okay, I hear that space. Let me hit it like there, So it's like a hybrid.
That's impressive, honestly.
Yeah. Well, people are like, yeah, like I use a click. And I'm like, I don't know. But it's not necessary in this case. If
Yeah.
I was playing with looser music or like a band where I was controlling the group, like if I was in a metal band or something, yes, 100%. But because the music kind of controls itself in the way that it's just built, I can kind of use it as a click. So if that makes sense.
It's very impressive, dude. I thought you had a click in your ear at all time.
No,
I was like,
no.
this motherfucker probably falls asleep with a click in his ear. You know what I mean?
I actually did, but I did play with like my pad with like a metronome 2 days before this show because I played with Polo and Pan at the Metro, and I hadn't played drums in like a month. I was always on the computer, and I was talking to Colby about this, that my left hand rolls felt a little bit like loose. And I was watching this video. No one would notice. Like Toma was even telling me you're being like picky drummer, but I was like, my left hand was like loose on this roll. And just being myself, like I was in marching band, I just went to my pad and spent like 30 minutes just locking in all my rudiments. And I felt so cozy yesterday. And like those little bits of muscle memory, like it's crazy. Like we're older now, so it's like what we've done is kind of ingrained. It's just about unlocking it. We were talking about drums yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
like you could be the best drummer in the world if you just give it 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you and I can talk drums all fucking day.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But one thing I love about watching you is like, I told you about this last night, but you have such control when you hit your cymbals because you're rear and back, but
Yeah.
you're just hitting it. Like, I feel like you're about to just beat the shit out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting with the cymbals. Even I think of it like melodically, like because the drums have different dynamics. We don't have as many melodic elements as like guitar or keys, but the dynamics create the melodic. So how you control how you're hitting something can give different tones. So sometimes I don't want a full cymbal smash. I want just the bell, or I want just the edge of it, or I just want to just glaze it. You know what I mean? So because I remember, So Down actually told me one day, he was like, you're hitting your cymbals too hard and too much. And I was at that time. It was just like, I got these new crashes. I was like, bam, bam, bam. And I was like, watching back, I was like, no, that's way too much. So let me control that.
But that's rock and roll, baby.
I know. Well, there are stages that it works, but like some venues, like I'm aware of like cymbals are natural. If you're 6 feet away, you're going to be hearing that shit if you're in a small room. So like I will have to control my dynamic sometimes, and then it builds. But yeah, as I said last night, drums are there, but I don't want them to overpower the music because then it becomes a drum show. I'm like, this ain't a drum festival. It's a music show. It's about the music.
Yeah.
So
I like that, dude. I mean, I feel like with your setup, though, how long does it take for you to like kind of put together a set? Like how much practice are you having to do with your setup to get comfortable? Because you're doing a lot of finger drumming. You have two snare. Oh, no, you have your Alexis drum pad. You have a MIDI snare, and then you got all your cymbals. And then what else am I missing?
Well, it's actually interesting. The setup's broken in kind of halves. So like the left side is more the digital side. It's got the digital pad with the Yamaha DTX Multi 12. But then it does have some cymbals, but then it's got the push in the center. And then on the right side is all acoustic drums. So it's actually not a MIDI snare. It's just it's a firecracker, like mini side snare that just works so with this
So like
music.
a white ginger?
Yeah, so we'll call it the white ginger.
Got you.
Yeah. And then there's a little mini timbale next to it. So like if I need to add the little flavor, like I should use that more actually. Like if I play in like Brazil or something, I'll just play the timbale. They'll be like, wow,
Wow, he gets us.
he gets us. Yeah.
He might be one of us.
Yeah. But no, in terms of sets, what's interesting, I've explained this to people. So it's a combination of like like making things kind of pre and also making it so I can choose where I go. So I have 6 different tracks, and what I'll do is I'll make these groupings of like 3 to 5 tracks, and they're on like different channels, and then I can basically live, like on my push, I can have there's different pathways they go. So I'll have like kind of a preset set, but I can, based on what I turn on and off, it can go to different organizations of the way the tracks link up. So I can have a medley, and then like they're actually individual pieces, but then I'm like, oh, I want to go to this heavier track, or let me go to the vibier shit. So I can turn on the different channels, and it'll take me to it's almost like a train.
So you can switch up what you planned out.
Yeah, but it is organized though. So it's kind of like preset, but I can choose in the moment which direction I want to take based on either how I'm feeling, how the crowd's feeling, or what. So it's not like just press play shit. I have to be conscious of what's going on, but it also is guaranteed that it's not going to like completely fuck off. Like, cause I can't do like every transition if I'm drumming, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I'll control the effects, but like I can't, if I'm using both hands, if I had a third hand, you know, or a third leg, that might, or I could train my feet or something, but then again, I can't do that. So it's a combination, and it can take anywhere from, if I have like the songs kind of organized, dude, it could take a day or it can take 2 weeks to put a set together, you know, depending on what I want to do. Like right now I have a really cool mix of a lot of new music that I've been putting together and just remixes and stuff and my old shit, and I can place it, like my sets are kind of like old style flips right now into like more modern hybrid bass, and I go into dancey stuff and then come back out into the bass or like vibier stuff, and I'll kind of like flip it around. But and not to keep just blabbing about this, but I was very inspired by like house and like techno shit last year, and so I made like this new EP coming out is like all hybrid dance music with my style, and I love that I can put that into my set now. I never was able to go from like one of my tracks into like a Fisher track or like shout out Toma House Arrest type stuff, because I just wasn't in that tempo range of 122 to 126. Now that all this new music I'm messing with has that and also goes to halftime, I can transition from like my usual stuff into bassy stuff into dance back in, and it kind of makes it like a variety show, but I don't feel like it's too out there, because people will say like, I really like the combination of music I heard in your set. Like it wasn't like you went from like this completely into that, you kind of blended into it.
Dude,
know?
no, it's a fucking awesome set.
Word.
Like it was, the music was great, and the live show of it was awesome. The dance moves were
You like the
best part.
Well, people want to, sometimes they're like, you want a table, and then they can't see my legs if I have a table.
Yeah, I want to see them legs.
Yeah, because
I want to see them hips.
Right?
They don't lie.
Yeah. One kid said he got sad at a show. He's like, I couldn't see your legs, and like, I just wasn't feeling it as much. And I was like, so you just here for my legs?
Oh, dude, I'll have people be like, you didn't take your clothes off. This is bullshit.
People have requested the shirt off thing, and like, if it was really hot, or if like, maybe if I had tattoos.
It's honestly the move, dude.
Yeah,
It
but I don't
feels-
have a tattoo. Like, if
I don't
it
either.
came off, like, they'd be like, this guy's basic.
Bro, I don't have any tattoos. I'd be taking my shit off.
Okay.
Honestly, the first time I did it was just because it was really hot.
Really hot, yeah.
And it is the vibe. Just DJing in your boxers, dude.
That's kind of sick. I mean, a lot of metal drummers wear those little tiny shorts.
Bro, I would wear, whenever I played in metal bands, I would wear tiny shorts, no shirt, and we'd be like outside in the cold.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
wow.
matter. You're gonna warm up. You're playing the fucking
Playing
drums.
metal, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. So
yeah.
one day it'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
I'll have like a little. My friend actually has a single chest hair. He doesn't have chest hair, so we got a single chest hair tattoo. Shout out Alex Katz.
That's
there.
awesome.
But he's like, yeah, I don't have it. So like when he takes a shirt off, he's like, I got one little piece.
Yeah, I've been thinking about cutting mine off and donating it to Baldy.
There you go.
You know, because he can't grow no hair.
Who's Baldy?
Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm from Chicago.
he's a DJ that's bald.
Really? Oh, okay.
He has alopecia.
Alopecia. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what started this Will Smith thing. Remember the Will Smith little slap?
I know, dude, but honestly, like, that's not why he slapped him. He slapped him because he's like, damn it, my wife is a bitch, but I have to act like she's not right now. And let me go slap this fool in my wife's
He was
honor.
laughing. We didn't even talk about that. It was a weird moment. And there is an apology video.
I didn't
that came
watch
out.
it.
I haven't
Fuck
seen
him.
it. Yeah.
I lost so much respect for him because
Yeah.
you know that just opened up the floodgate for if someone doesn't agree with what a comedian says.
Yeah.
You know, you can just go hit him now. Which
Yeah.
is
How'd
like,
you feel as a comedian after that? Were you like,
fucking pissed me off, dude.
Yeah.
It was not cool.
because like, what if some dude at your show, you were like, your mom is dumb, and then they came up and just slapped you?
Yeah, your mom's gay, and then they just hit me.
Yeah.
I don't
Be
know.
Like, you're like, she actually has alopecia, and I'll be like,
We're like, all right. Well, the thing is he could have made like some of the worst jokes. He like that wasn't even a bad joke. He could have said all these other things about his wife fucking other dudes or whatever.
yeah.
Could have went there, but he didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't. He just did a G.I. Jane joke, which was mild.
It was a weird moment.
It was a weird moment.
Sure. We all thought it was fake for a bit.
I did too. At first, I was like, "There's no way," but then I watched it. I'm like, "Oh shit, this
This is real.
just happened."
Yeah. Jaden was gonna make a song about it.
It's like, oh,
my dad slapped.
my dad slapped. My dad hit me like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish Will Smith would hit me. Like
Didn't he have a rap album?
Will Smith.
You should collab with him, bro. Like,
Will Smith.
yeah, he did have a rap album.
Yeah, we'll make it slapping bitches.
Slap bitches. All right.
Yeah.
That could work. If he comes up. I mean, we got. Actually, I was surprised when I saw who's the basketball player that does their DJing now. Shaq. Yeah, Shaq.
Oh fuck, Diesel, dude.
Diesel, dude, that actually shocked me at what was it at North Coast in Chicago. We just got really blazed, and we were going to see, I think it was Nightmare, and then all of a sudden I'm like, it's like Shaq, and I was like, what? Wait, Shaquille O'Neal, and dude, he was just up there. And he like picked up Nightmare. I was like, this is scary, but then he like threw down. It was before
Yeah.
Grizz, and I was like, he throws down. Like, this is amazing,
Dude,
Like,
what he does. Have you followed him on Twitter?
no,
You need to.
Is he good?
Because what he does for the culture is honestly cool as fuck.
What does he
Like,
do?
I guess whenever I saw him in the beginning, I was like, oh, Shaq's getting into this. But I'm like, wait, now it's like his artistry, right? He got done with the NBA and fell in love with music.
Yeah.
And now he's like collabing with dope artists and putting together sick lineups. Like, I know he did a lineup, had like Easy Baked on it. He did like, he had like Mize, Ravenscoon, and like throwing like these
That's dope.
dope artists on here, and he's collaborating with all these people, and he's really part of the community. And like whenever like he's constantly DMing artists like, yo, I love your shit, send me some
Sick.
tunes.
That's
like
awesome.
he followed me on Twitter. I'm like, whoa.
That's sick.
Yeah,
There you go.
but like,
that's
but
a
like,
life goal.
if he likes like an artist or something, he shouts him out on Twitter.
Sick.
Like he like literally loves the music. I don't know if it's somebody else running his Twitter. I hope
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
I hope it's not.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of crazy
Could
to
be Michael
see.
Jordan. That'd be tight.
But it's crazy to see, like, it's like this man who was at the pinnacle, the top of NBA. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is like his passion, right? Like, obviously basketball was a passion, and, you know, it was something he was naturally gifted at. But how long was this inside of him? How long was he holding out to have like this passion and start an artistry? Like, this is like, it's so cool to see, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been hyping up before games, listening to that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you never know. Like, he could have had that side where, you know, he's tall, so he can't really blend in, but he could have snuck in and like got on his knees and gone to shows and just acted like a short person.
Yeah. That'd be the thickest short person I've ever seen.
You know, when you get on your knees, you put the shoes down.
Oh, dude, I feel like he'd still be the same height as me if he got on
He
his
probably
knees.
would. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
He probably still dunk.
Oh, probably, bro. It's bullshit. But, like, it is so cool to see, man. And, like, but yeah, I think about it like that. Like, how long was this inside of him? And it's just like, yeah, I mean, fucking, there's a lot of, you know, professional athletes and shit who fucking love electronic music, dude.
Yeah.
I have a NFL linebacker who followed me and DM'd me.
Sick.
It's Pete Warner for the Saints. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? But then I think about it, I'm like, this guy's younger than me. He might literally be just a fan of electronic music.
Are you sure he didn't want to just tackle you?
Dude, I would honestly love that.
Right.
Intense,
yeah.
I'd love that.
If I had those shorts I showed you last night, I'd be okay to be tackled in that.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. Would you let an athlete tackle you?
If I had like padding,
Padding?
yeah, if I was protected.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete?
Yeah.
You know who I fuck with? I really like Juan Soto, the baseball player. I used to play baseball. He's a G. He's young too. It's crazy. Baseball players, like, I thought he was like 30. He's only 23. I'm like, these guys look old when they wear those suits sometimes.
Well, I'm saying you're saying that we're aging slower, but DMVU's like 26, looks like he's 40. So
Yeah, well, it's yes. I love your track, Blocked, by the way. I used to play that all the time.
DMVU's?
DMVU, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's
I like
not
your
mine.
I like your tracks too. I played actually, I'm going to forget the name right now, but I played a few years at summer camp 2 years ago, and it was a vibe. I actually have a video I never put out. I was going to edit that and put it out. It's a really cool clip of your track. It's just they were a little bit still with the camera.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to have to do some like extra zooms and shit, but like it sounds sick. It was like sick.
I love all the videos you put out, like of just you in the studio doing your live setup. Like,
I have a lot more to do.
yeah, dude, I feel like, I mean, that was how I originally had found you. I'd found like a video on Facebook, like, fuck, how long you been doing this for? I feel like it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been doing this like officially COFRESI, kind of like pushing like 7-8 years, like hard, like maybe even 8 or 9. I mean, I was with Prob Cause and was in bands again before this, but like, and the thing I was talking with Tomo last night, I didn't learn production like Ableton or Logic until I was 23, 24. And a lot of kids now, like, you know, Louis the Child, these guys are learning when they're like 12, you know? So it's like, I've always been more of a musician than a producer, and I've been just getting better at production over the years. And I do feel my strongest right now. So it's like, that's why I'm excited to like put new music out, get these collabs out, and like just make more music with people that I fuck with. Like at some point we'll probably mess with some shit.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
too
imagine
busy,
so. Yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
Yeah, like, cause you are always focused on the live setup, right? That was always where
That's kind of what built the project, is people seeing the show.
Yeah.
Because there's so much music out there, dude. Like I'm good, but like there's people that are like just, it's insane the production that's out there. And I was like, I'm gonna put on a show that like it's not even as a crutch. It's just like that's what I felt like I needed to do.
Play your strengths.
Yeah. And now I'm feeling like, okay, now I know how to produce too. So
Yeah.
it's like that's strengths now. And I'm 34 now, but I'm like I feel young. So
Yeah, dude, you look
life's-
young as
life's-
hell.
Life's the limit. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's cool seeing even dude that tech house scene. Like saw this guy in Chicago. I forget his name. It was like something biblical or something, but he was like 60, and like that Chicago people would be mad at me right now. They're like, you should know all the house people. You're from Chicago.
Cocksucker.
Yeah, but no, it was amazing. It just shows, and even like just there's so many cats in the game that are like in those upper ages, and like they're whether they're healthy or not, like there is really like age doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. Like I assumed like, oh, when I'm 33, like I'm gonna be done with music, I'm gonna be chilling. Like no, like I'm loving it more than I have before.
Yeah, I mean,
That's,
like look at
part
Liquid
of it.
Stranger and Excision. Like they're both in their 40s.
I thought they're like 80. No, I'm just kidding. He actually chose it. Liquid Stranger, he'll look like super young, and then I'll see a photo. I'm like someone's dad, and then it's like he looks like he's 20. He like shape shifts.
Yeah, he does. It is crazy.
It's all the shoes actually.
Dude, motherfucker's fly.
Yeah,
Dude's
right.
got a
He's
sense
got
of
some-
fashion.
Yeah,
But he
for
like he
sure.
be wearing some like bright ass shit. I'm like, this man going to the airport at 4 a.m.
Dude.
looking like a damn alien, like an alien astronaut.
Yeah, people. I don't know if they sit next to him on the plane. Like he gets his own row.
Oh, bro, you already know this guy flying first class. He don't give a fuck.
Right,
bro.
right,
It's
right.
Liquid Stranger.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, come on.
It was actually a trip because I worked with Modest Yahoo a couple years ago, and when I went to work with him in New York, I remember just rolling up and like I know what he looks like, but like you seen him like chilling in the yard playing with his dog. He's like, "Come play with my dog." I was like, "What?" Like it was just like a whole different energy. Seeing people that like you're like, "Whoa!" Like we know who you are, but you're also just chilling. Like,
Yeah, people are people, bro.
Yes,
it doesn't
yes.
matter what you do.
100%.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like how big you are, like how fucking cool everyone thinks you are. Like we're just fucking people, dude.
Yeah, unless you're a cyborg.
Unless you're a cyborg.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I imagine so. Like, yeah, I don't know if like ever ran into like Mark Zuckerberg. You'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, bro, you want to come drink a beer and watch football? I don't think that would happen. I feel like he might actually be
Something.
fucked.
Would you let him tackle you?
Dude, I feel like if he tried to tackle me, he might die. like he would just break. You know, I'm a stocky dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's good,
I'm a
yeah.
strong boy, man.
Yeah, you look strong. You should. I don't know if I thought you were gonna be shorter. Like you never know.
Yeah.
Like some people I've met, like I'm like they're like R.L. Grime. Like I only met him once, and he scared me because he was sitting down, and I was with a friend, and like I was like, "Oh, it was cool to meet you." And he stood up, dude. He's like 6'4" or something, and he like just kept rising. I was like, "Is he just gonna keep growing?"
Damn.
And I was like, "I'm not gonna talk to you that long because I'm scared."
Yeah, I ain't
So,
met
like,
him. I want to meet him so bad.
Big dude. Like some of these guys, even E. coli or E. coli, no E. coli.
E. coli.
But he's very tall too. He's like he scared me too. And I didn't get scared. I was just surprised because I was like I for some reason thought you were like tiny little men in rooms making music, and then they big tall people. So I can't imagine them sitting down that much. I'm
Dude,
like,
you ever met Smith?
Killsmith?
No, just Smith.
No.
Smith is like, he looks like a fucking lineman for the NFL, but he has a
Really?
face of like a 16-year-old. It's
Damn.
like, it's wild.
Is he like a Frankenstein?
No, that's rude what you just said. What I said was okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this on the PBR comes in handy.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Dude, so whenever in the beginning,
Yeah.
do you feel like focusing so much on the live set would make it harder to focus like on the production side of things?
It was definitely more of a challenge because it just like added more to do. You know what I mean? Like of just like I gotta make music, but I also gotta like do show stuff. And like the cool thing now I will say is I don't even have to like practice as much, dude. Like I literally can like know the music and I can go touch my setup, like play with it for like 10-15 minutes, and then literally just stand somewhere and listen to music and just visualize where things are at on the setup and be like, I'm kind of gonna do this at the show. And like I might do something different, but I can kind of jam it. Like a lot of this stuff I'm playing, like I know where the parts are, I know where to kind of give space, how to be lower, how to be higher. But a lot of those tracks, like majority, I was just like going with what felt right. Like I know the grooves, I know the ensemble figures. I was in jazz band and like marching band, so it's kind of like I apply that to this and but also just be natural. You don't want to seem too like rigid and like I planned every single moment because that's like dumb. Like it'll just feel like you're a robot, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of try to make it feel like some natural shit.
Yeah, no, you definitely look natural with like your wrist definitely looked trained. You know, like
Yes,
you were in
yes.
marching band or stuff like that. I wanted that. I never did band in high school or like in school because I smoked marijuana.
Yeah,
And they drug tested.
They drug tested you?
Oh yeah.
We snuck. We did. My band leader will probably be upset about this. Hopefully
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, it's a long time ago, but we got to play. I was in this marching band. We got to go to Disney World in junior year. This is actually really funny. And one kid literally taped like a quad of weed to his balls and brought it on the plane. And we had the whole plane, 300 kids in one plane. So we get to the hotel and he's like, let's make J's. And I remember they made like 30 joints. God. And like, it was like, there's like cool kids in the band. Everyone was cool. Everyone was great. But like, there's certain groups who were like, oh, we're hanging out, we're vibing shit. So we go to Disney World and it's 300 kids. And there's these ferries that take you to the Disney World. So there's so many people, like it was easy to kind of like pull away. So we let everyone go on the ferry, and it was me and like 8 dudes. We just chilled back. We went into the parking lot. We smoked like 2 of the joints, and then we're like, let's get on the ferry. We got to go back. We took the wrong ferry, and we ended up at the hotel, like the Disney World hotel, and we just got lost. We ended up walking around the grounds. Some crazy bug was following us. I was like, what's going on? And then we smoked again, and then we went to Disney World. And I realized that smoking takes away my fear of heights. So I was like, oh my God, I want to do every ride. And we went on Space Mountain, and like it was such a, dude, the Aerosmith roller coaster. And then we're on Space Mountain, and they're like, switch up of plans. We have to go march now. Dude, we were so like high school stoned. Like, we have to go
High
march.
school stone, bro.
High school stone.
That's a different type of high.
a different type
You're
of
like,
high.
bro, where's the peanut butter?
Dude,
you know?
I just wanted ice cream.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, we had some last night. That was fire though. But yeah, we ended up marching, and I remember I still played good because like it wasn't drinking. I didn't mess with my coordination, but it was a blur. Like it was like thousands of people, and we're marching through Disney World, and I'm like so stoned. I'm like, we were just on Space Mountain. I'm just doing my little rolls, and I'm like, I want to be back on Space Mountain. But it was amazing. Like, and that was like kind of one of those like, yeah, we snuck away and made it work. Yeah,
Bro, I had taped some weed and a pop to my inner thigh to get into this venue that had like crazy. It was like an outdoor festival thing.
Yeah.
Crazy security. So I had duct taped a bag of weed and a pop to my inner thigh.
Pop?
A pop.
Could you just gotten a pop? Like a soda can? Oh, that's a bad. I'm like, I'm Chicago.
A pipe.
A pipe. Oh, yeah, they said pop. I was like, is pop another term for like another thing? I don't know.
Pipe. I have to think about it to say it like that.
Yeah.
But I had weed and a pipe duct taped to my inner thigh.
I was like, why has he got Pepsi on his thigh?
And this, I was going through security, and she tapped me. She goes, "What's that?" And I was like, my dick."
Yeah.
And I guess she thought it was my dick. I don't know why she would assume I was just hard at that moment, but she let me through. And I will say, don't duct tape a bag of weed to your thigh, because whenever you pull the duct tape off, the bag rips.
Oh.
So it was just like weed everywhere. So I was like, oh shit. So I just put all the weed in my pocket.
Okay.
Just like loose weed.
Yeah, yeah.
And anytime I needed a bowl, I would just take the fucking pop and just scrape out a bowl out of my fucking
That's
pocket.
gorilla smoking right there.
And it worked, bro. I would just go in there and scoop out a bowl. Just
It's
fucking.
like your own little like personal dugout in your pocket.
Yeah, but
like,
it was
full
wet.
pocket.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was wet
Damn.
with sweat. And actually just rain. It was raining, so it was.
That might have got you more stoned. Like,
It might have.
Sweat with THC, I heard, like does something.
Really? Or is that fake news?
I mean, I'm hoping.
I'm kind of gullible.
I'm.
Can you look this up? Will sweat make weed more intense? Does sweat make weed more intense?
Like if you smoke sweat.
Smoke sweat, dude. What's the weirdest thing you've smoked?
Actually, the first time I ever smoked, 6th grade, before we even smoked weed, my friend wanted to smoke oregano in a yellow sticky paper. And that we actually got fucked up on the sticky paper because it had the chemicals on it. And like I was in my backyard, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And like I was like, my sister's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like she was like, "I'm gonna show you what's up." So like, and the truth is, my dad actually, he's a professor. He like was a very big advocate for like legalization of marijuana. I actually wrote a book on weed. It's called "Living in Deep Spirit, Great Heart." Yeah, living in marijuana consciousness. It's pretty interesting.
Hell yeah.
But he wanted to give me a spiritual first time experience in Hawaii on top of a volcano when I was 14.
Whoa.
He was like, we're gonna make like I want you to like respect this plant and like make it special. But then my sister got to me first when I was in 7th grade in our basement.
Well, your dad's like, you're like, my dad's cool, but then you're like, wait, no, my dad's just an older man giving a kid drugs.
Yes, but but it was a vibe. But he was bummed that my sister got to me. I didn't even get stoned the first time. Like we smoked with my friend David. We watched. She put on the Blair Witch Project for us. Like, what are you doing? and she got us like a big ass bag of candy. And dude, all I did was eat the candy, and I wasn't even scared. But then I just threw up everywhere. I was just like, this is the best candy ever. And like then I didn't even get stoned. And then we did smoke again in Hawaii like 3 months later. In like the stairwell, and my head felt all loose. And I was like, went to hang out with our friends, and that was the first like moment. We actually found a little like pink bong in the sand. We cleaned it out. We brought that back to Chicago, and so many of our Evanston friends like got their first experiences from that ping pong from Hawaii. So
Hell
we started
yeah.
off like a whole just branch of people that are very successful. Most people are very successful. Hopefully it didn't fuck up everyone, but a lot of these people turned out okay.
Dude, isn't it fucked up whenever like your siblings give you drugs and put on a fucked up movie? My brother did the
Yeah.
same thing. I went over to his house and dropped acid. He's like, I'm gonna put on Requiem for a Dream for you. It's a fucking crazy movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a crazy.
There
movie.
is no information on the internet about smoking sweat with your weed.
cool.
Let's
I'm glad we could put that rumor to rest before I go play basketball with a pocket full of weed.
Yeah. You can always did a new scientific study. You know, we know scientists out there.
Yeah, I'm honestly, there's no studies on it.
Yeah.
Maybe we be the guys.
We
could
could
be the
extract.
first.
You could
Yeah, we
extract
could
the
be the
salt.
control.
Extract the salt from the sweat. Put it on top like it's kefir or something, and you have a new strain. Right there.
Damn.
That's the taboo strain. It's a little bit salt in it, a little bit sweat.
Nah, beer and the weed.
Yeah.
Dude, what if there's a weed that could get you drunk too? Actually, I think they do have alcoholic weed drinks.
Something. I mean, edibles kind of do that. I actually just got a big gift basket. I played for Dog Walkers and Rhythm. It's like a big company that they're all over the U.S., but they're based in Chicago. And I played their event, and they gave me a gift basket in addition to like the fee. And dude, that was crazy. Like, I went to their office. They're like, "Here's a gift." I went home, and it was like they had these little pastilles, like the little things you put at like a nice restaurant, you put in your mouth, and they were all like weed infused, and they had different types of things. And I was like, I like these kind of gift baskets. Like,
Bro, I've had to start being careful. So like, I've eaten some homemade edibles that like literally, I thought I was gonna die. Like I was laying in bed like tripping harder than like tripping way harder than like an acid
right?
hit. Like,
yeah, it feels.
laying
yeah.
in bed, I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna die right now. But I just ate edibles again for the first time in like 3 or 4 years. I had bought like the 5 milligram ones,
God.
dude. I went on vacation. I'd eat a fucking a 5 milligram edible and be fucked up on the beach. Dude, there was a day I literally was just looking at the ocean, just getting my fucking mind blown.
Right, or like these waves.
No, I was just like, dude, we're killing the ocean. Dude, for real. I'm like high as fuck just for like 3 hours just staring at the water like, yo, just like getting my
Right,
mind
yeah,
blown.
right.
And then later I was eating another edible and I'm just watching videos about water pollution on my phone, just making it so much worse on myself.
Do you want to become political after that?
No, but I'll tell you what, I was seeing trash on the beach or in the water, I was grabbing it.
Yeah.
Taking my part, because I mean, what more can I, like, it's a lot of these big corporations and shit not giving a fuck about the environment. What can I do about that? There ain't nothing I'm a
Yeah.
fucking DJ.
Yeah.
What can I do about that?
Well, every song can have subliminal messaging to pick up your trash.
No, I fucking hate that.
Right, yeah. You're
That's not me. I don't hate, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to do that with your platform, that's totally chill. I'm gonna escape from all that bullshit. I
Yeah.
want to talk about dicks and acids.
yes, for sure,
Yeah, that's literally my vibe.
Yeah. Well, there could be like a very conscious DJ that, the pre-drop moment with the vocal, it could just be something very conscious, like, please pick up your trash.
Or I'm gonna fuck you in the ass.
Yes, there you go.
There you go. That
Please pick up
works.
the trash. There you go. So you can hybrid it out. There you go.
That actually works. Thank you. Now I'm
right.
become very progressive.
There you go.
It's gonna be very progressive and inappropriate.
Right? I'm trying to find some. Actually, I got a gift for you at the airport.
Uh-oh.
If I can find it. It might have been lost.
You brought a gift for me?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw this and it like reminded me of like your essence and your personality. So I thought it was an earring. It's a little shoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. This
And,
is
like-
literally. Did you ever struggle with making music and then so you wear like a dress or high heels and sit in the studio and try to write something? I did that for a bit.
I've like put on different shirts.
Got you, dude. I know, like, I was struggling, so I literally put on a dress and makeup and just.
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
word. Or that's what you get the secret sauce from?
Yeah, I was just like, maybe I should just get out of my own body.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So I just would wear like a dress. I put on lipstick. Fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you the girl that booty tastes like strawberries?
No, that wasn't. I wasn't. If I could eat my own ass, I would.
There you go.
But I literally physically cannot. Like, I watch a dog do it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you got some work done, you never know. Like, we had Marilyn Manson. He was trying to, like, do his own thing.
Yeah, I think that's a rumor. I think
Is it a rumor?
I think he even said, like, if I could suck my own. He was doing an interview, and he was like, if I could suck my own dick, do you think I'd be here right now?
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. So it doesn't feel, if you can suck your own dick, it doesn't
same.
feel like you're getting your dick sucked. It feels like you have a dick in your mouth.
Word. That's a good point.
Because I've gotten about half of mine. I mean, everyone's tried it, I think.
You're flexible, bro. Damn.
No, dude, it's not. It's
like
not,
I'm just well endowed.
It's not the prettiest position. You're laying on your back. Your legs are in the air. I was a teenager. Has everybody in here tried to suck their own dick at one point?
I mean, you feel like you got to.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Toma, have you?
Growing up.
Jeremy, have you?
Absolutely.
Have you tried?
I've had thoughts, but it's not possible.
I've got about.
I'm too stiff.
I got about a quarter of it in there. Have any of y'all actually
flexible
succeed?
as
I'm
hell.
curious.
That's impressive.
There's a lot of
You need
winners
the
in
hunger,
here.
be
you're
on Guinness,
flexible. One
like-
of the two. You need the hunger flexible.
No, dude, I'm fucking motivated.
There you go. There might be a Guinness World Record that you haven't tapped into yet.
No, dude, I guarantee you there's a guy
There's
that
got to
can
be a
fully
sex.
suck
There's got
his
to be a
own
sex
dick.
Guinness World Record book, like of all just
There has
just
to
that. 'Cause
be.
they keep it very clean for Guinness. Like there's got to be another side of Guinness that's all just like different stuff. Yeah.
So, has anyone succeeded at all? Am I the only one that's getting a little bit in my mouth?
A fellow gay friend of mine used to follow this guy on Snapchat. His name was Satanic Butthole. He used to post Snapchats of himself sucking his own dick. So yeah, it's
Damn.
possible.
Wow. I'm gonna clap to that. I'm gonna clap to that.
Yeah, dude.
all clap, yeah.
Go Satan's butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a
What an
clap.
episode. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun, dude. All right, let's segue into something else. You're a big skateboarder, dude.
Yeah, I love skateboarding.
Yeah.
I carry this is my good luck charm actually. Shout out Famous in California. Famous is the deck. Yeah. People actually get surprised. You know this is worth $100.
What?
This deck is $36 just for the deck. The wheels are $35. And the trucks are $25.
This is $100.
Yes, and the grip tape is $6.
Have you ever seen so much money?
Not really, but it's nice because it feels good. Yeah, I mean, you can do things. So we did some tricks yesterday. If you want to peep them, they're on Instagram.
Dude, yeah, you got the fucking hospital. Hit something real quick.
I don't have any rails or something. I can show you a trick that if you have your finger. Oh, shit,
Kickflip over the
kickflip
hill.
over this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move this.
All right, okay.
Of course, I'm gonna fuck this up. Go on.
Oh. Oh, so close. Yeah. Let's go.
Little tray flip. I can't do them right now.
Not
There
that.
you go.
See, I was about to say, not with that attitude.
Those
you
are
can't.
sloppy, but
Yeah.
shout out little fingerboard life. So I did break my leg last year skateboarding, so this actually was a big like mental thing where I could do it and not hurt my legs. Because you can hurt your fingers. Like if you go like this and you fall, you can scrape your fingers.
Yeah.
You can break a fingernail, so it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
kidding, yeah.
I remember you breaking your leg because you were supposed to come on the podcast through Zoom like a year ago, and I'm
Yes.
glad we didn't do it.
Yeah. That would
This is so much better.
Cool,
yeah, this is so much better.
Like, I would have just been like, who are you?
We're actually able to catch a vibe.
Like, are we on like a business call?
Yeah, we're not able to ask everybody if they've sucked their own dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who's he talking to?
Dude, but you were telling me about like me. You've met a lot of pros.
I had a really just quick cool story that I met. I was in California with my parents, and I'd never seen vert skating. Like I love skateboarding, and we're driving down the highway, and they're like, "We're going to our friend's house." Out of the corner of my eye, I saw just like a dude in the air. I was like, "Oh my god, that's a vert skateboarding situation right there. Please turn, drop me off, go to your friends for 5 hours. I will sit here." And it was like the YMCA big Encinitas skate park, and there were like pros sessioning. And
Where there's a skate park at the YMCA.
yeah, they have the YMCA in Encinitas has like a giant vert ramp. It's
That's
like,
fucking
it's pretty
awesome.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
they like support that. This kid Paulo Gronchetti was crushing it, and we'd start talking. He's like, "You play drums, like blah blah blah." I actually had a drumming lesson website at that time, so I was like, "Yeah, like here you can check out my stuff." And like he hit me up a day later, and he's like, "You want to give me drum lessons? Like I'm actually learning how to play." His dad owned Legoland, which is kind of like crazy. He had Legos everywhere. I was like, "You have a house? Is your house built out of Legos?" But I just taught him some shit. We came homies, and then the next year, bro, like this dude Elliot Sloan had just done a 900 in South Africa on a mega ramp, and it was like on Thrasher. Like I followed Thrasher Barracks, and I was like, "Who's this dude? That's crazy shit." Because Tony was the only one to do a 9 at the time. Paul hits me up while I'm traveling, and he's like, "Hey, my friend Elliot wants to learn Ableton. Like, if you want to go like show him some stuff." I'm like, "Elliot who?" He's like, "Elliot Sloan," and that was the dude I had just seen on Thrasher, like crushing it. I was like, "No way!" So like. My sister went with me, and we went to Elliot's compound. That was the backyard I showed you. And, like, I knew who this dude was, and, like, he rips. So I was kind of like, oh, my God, like, this is a cool dude to meet. I was, like, a little nervous, but we became homies, and, like, he invited me back out to teach him stuff. I ended up inviting me out for a Halloween party. That's what I was explaining. It was, like, all these pros were there, and I got to play in front of, like, Bob Burnquist, Tony Hawk, Bucky Lassick, and, like, Clay Kreiner, all these dudes. And seeing Bob just, like, vibe out, like, and just giving a pound, like, much respect, like, that was crazy. And I've just been able to, like, there's a cross interest. Like, a lot of these skaters love music, and they see, especially with the drumming, they're like, you're doing things with your body. Like, it's like a similar thing, you know? So there's this mutual respect, and, like, we just kind of became friends. And, like, he's kind of become a much bigger dude, and we don't talk as much, but, like, I love that guy. And, like, seeing him grow and evolve into like this beast is just like amazing. So I'm still in touch with some of those guys. I sent Clay a video of me doing the trick outside Fillmore, and he was like, "That's fire." And if you don't know Clay Kreiner, insane skater. Like he's just next level transition shit. So
Hell yeah.
I love it. Always will have a love for skateboarding. I don't know how kids these days are 13 and doing like kickflip once down 14 stairs. Like I was learning how to kickflip down a 3-stair at that time. So seeing the progression is just like ridiculous.
Oh, dude, there was like a fucking 9-year-old that hit like I think it was a 720.
Well, a 13-year-old Guy Curry from Brazil did a 1080 last year at X Games, and he's 13. And he was just in the
How old
contest.
was he?
He's 13, and he's 14 now, and he's doing 900s in his runs. And Tony Hawk was doing a 9 after like 50 attempts. This kid's doing 9s like after he does alley-oop kickflip Indy on a big vert wall, he's coming back in and doing a mute 900, and it's like you should just watch his run from the recent X Games. Like he got second because the dude that won, Jimmy Wilkins, is the most stylish you'll ever see. Like he
What,
just
13?
Dude, to have the understanding and like physical genius to do that, like blows my mind.
It's like Ryan Sheckler whenever he was a fucking kid.
Yeah, I actually watched the 9 Club I was talking about. The 9 Club had Ryan Sheckler on it, and it was so interesting hearing his story about like life of Ryan and like just all of that, because he's like a chill ass dude now, and like he was like, I wanted to do that at the time, and it completely catapulted not only himself, but skateboarding was put on a new map, and like skateboarding has become much more of part of our culture, and like there's women that are crushing it now, like these Brazilian girls like Issa Real, like dude, they do stuff that like guys are doing when they're that young. So we're gonna see now like Letitia Buffoni was kind of the pioneer of that, but Issa Real, when you see her get a little older, bro, like it's gonna be crazy, and like it's also Brazil, so it's like these are very attractive people that are also really talented, so it puts into a marketing perspective of like this is like a supermodel literally doing like gnarly shit, and it's like, not to be on the marketing side, I was a marketing major, but that is so like hot for like cultural world shit. People like, this is cool to see women coming into a territory that was male dominated, and they're becoming fucking sick.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Dude, I mean, like skateboarding had like a big renaissance when like MTV got involved. You know what I'm saying? Like MTV really got in with like Jackass, like
Yeah.
Bam, Ryan. Like I mean, it just,
wild.
and I feel like now with like the internet and like the short clips, like TikToks and just like these reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I a lot of my suggested reels are just like people doing insane tricks.
Really?
I don't even skateboard anymore.
Yeah.
I've gone skating since I've been here like 3 times. There's a dope ass skate park down the street.
Ventura, what is it? There's like a V name one that's insane.
Here?
Out of Boulder. It's like a massive cement park.
Oh hell yeah.
And I don't know the name. I brought my RC car there once, and I did tricks. I used to be obsessed with RC cars. I'll bring them to skate parks, do tricks.
That's cool, dude.
I have a video of my RC car at the mega ramp at Elliot's backyard doing a giant like 20-foot backflip on his vert.
Yeah.
So,
I gave up
anyway.
skateboarding whenever I lost like health insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it now, but now I'm super sloppy and like I kind of want to not hurt myself because I
Yeah.
want to play basketball and DJ. So
Yeah.
been getting into basketball, just getting wrecked.
I mean, it all can be dangerous. I mean, you can imagine, dude, imagine being like in your vibe. It was quarantine, but like breaking your leg on that shit. Like I never thought I would get hurt. Like not even an invincibility thing. I just wasn't skating like dangerous shit, and like to literally fall like I fell and like think it was normal and then be like, oh shit, I broke my fucking leg. Like that was insane. And it's one of those moments in life, like, we're not
Getting older.
invincible. I know. And that's why I'm gonna get that hip pad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get those
Yeah, dude,
shorts.
he was showing me this hip pad last night. Literally looks like Batman.
I'm gonna be Batman on skate.
Where are the other skaters going?
Yeah, I should just put on the whole get up, go to the skate park. Like, look at that guy's shorts. Like, he looks like Batman.
Oh my God, I love this skate park. Then you're going to love me.
Yes, there we go. You do good impressions.
I do. I can do a Christian Bale Batman.
Wait, what's your best British person?
Oh no. I just start sounding offensive after a certain point.
Have you seen Bridgerton?
Like I can do a really good like Spanish. Like it's a
Okay.
don't.
That sounded like.
Do a kickflip, is it?
Okay, there we go.
What?
That reminds me when I tried to get tacos once in California and everyone spoke Spanish and I'm Puerto Rican and I should. And I was just looking at them. I was like, yo quiero dos tacos. And I was trying to like do the accent. It was just super dumb. I was like, carne asada.
I'm not scared to do a kickflip over this. I'm not scared of nothing.
That's like a dude from a movie though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still works though.
Yeah,
I
it
believe you. I was a Latina. I feel like he's kind of in that realm.
Yeah, dude, I just sound offensive after a certain point. Like I start okay, and then I just start
just, like,
fucking up.
Just slipping a little bit.
Yeah, dude, but I can do a Christian Bale Batman.
I like your Batman. Yeah. When you did that at the show last night, I almost got like scared. I was like, this is intense.
Where's the Joker?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
that's tight though.
Yeah, I'm tight.
Forget about this.
Oh, I'm not, dude. I was just letting you kickflip over it.
Yeah, I almost got 2, and then you could have worn them as earrings. I was
Oh.
actually thinking about
If
my
this
foot
was
could
an
fit
earring-
in it. Look at I could like do this, and we can do like freestyle shit.
If this was an earring, we would have called someone over here to pierce my ears on the podcast.
Oh my God.
I would have did that.
They could be an earring, but we're not doing that.
That's just a heavy
that's a thing.
fucking earring.
You look sick.
I'd look, dude. You know how much
If you played a
dick
show with
pics
that,
I would get with this? In
the
my
lights
ear?
from a show would reflect off that.
Dude, talk
into
about
someone's
drip,
eyes.
son. Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, you said you're a marketing major.
I was a marketing major. Yeah.
You were, so you didn't finish.
I do have a degree. I did finish, but my last year of school, actually, we did ad practicum, and it was like, no, not to poop on them, but it was like just not a good experience. And like 6-hour class where they act like an ad agency, and they took us to Leo Burnett, and at Leo Burnett, all the dudes working there were like, we don't like our jobs. And I was like, what? They're like, don't work for a major agency. And I was like, kind of confused by it, and was like, what? Why did I do this? You know? And it was funny as you're a senior, you're like, why did I make this my major? You know? But then at the same time, like, it's a good degree. I'm gonna finish it. It's like kind of businessy, and I did use it. I worked for Apple actually for a year. I was a blue shirt. Yeah. I worked at Apple. I was a lead store at Michigan Avenue. Like, so many international people come in. They just want to buy so much stuff.
Damn, bro, you were peaking.
Yeah, they try to actually wholesale buy so they can sell for more expensive in their country, and we're aware of that. They'd be like, I need 40 iPads. And we're like, no, because they just literally buy them and resell them. And we did actually, funny story from that. I did have 2 porn stars came in one day, and they had just done a shoot, and they went to the family like table where you do your iPad setup, and they were trying to transfer videos from their shoot onto a phone, and a picture opened up, and they're on the bed, like, and I remember immediately one of the coworkers was like, oh my God. And I was like,
Sick.
yeah, this is not like, well, some dudes were cool about it, but like these 2 dudes were like super not cool with it. And I was like, you can't do this with the kids around. So we had to like close the computer, and they're like, but we just did our shoot, and they were all like excited. I was like, you can't do that here.
It's kids, yeah.
And I was like, that was wild. And like, there actually are some funny moments from that store, but that stuck out. That was a very condensed version of that story.
Were you trying to be a marketing major to help out with marketing your music career?
I hadn't even been doing music at the time.
You weren't even doing music.
I was just in band. I was actually in a really cool band called Fly Phoenix. Shout out all the guys in that. Actually, I think one of them just got married, so much love to Nick on that.
Sucker.
She's cool though, so I'm happy. Yeah, she's happy. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But it was a great experience. But no, I did not think music was like a thing I was gonna be doing. And my mom actually always wanted me to be a businessman, so she's not really sad, but she's like, you could have been a lawyer.
I'm a businessman. I'm
Yeah.
a business mafk.
A business mom.
If you watch Trailer Park Boys, you get that.
Yeah, I think I've seen like a minute of that. I'm like bad with Netflix. I like saw some stuff, and then I just don't even know. Like they
You
have
watch
shows
Trailer
about
Park
like
Boys. It's a
Trailer
fun.
Park
It's
Boys.
a fun one.
They have a show about people that like build inflatables and just like touch like each other with the inflatables. Like, I don't watch that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, did your marketing career help out? Major help out with your music career at all? Anything kind of translate to help you out?
Yeah, it's helped to a degree of just like being aware of like doing the videos. Kind of like was getting more traction than like just putting like, obviously music's very important, but like there's so much out there, and to stand out a little bit was to like do something more visual. And like, especially with the show now, I want to make more of an experience. So it's like it's in the back of my head all the time, and like we're going to be doing a lot more on the side of marketing. It's kind of been not the biggest strength, but I've been able to get like the love going with like people seeing things and spreading.
Yeah, that's how I found out about you was the videos. I was like, yo,
Okay.
this is cool as shit. This is exactly what I wanted to do.
Was it the Sandman one or one of those?
I don't know, man.
I actually didn't play. That was the first show last night where I did not play Sandman. I haven't played Sandman not in a set for probably 2-3 years.
Wow.
That was and I was just like, I have too much new stuff.
I need to
Like,
get that away from. Oh, I did not mean to get that. I'm
that,
so.
that almost hurt me.
Oh,
bro.
I'm so sorry. God, I'm so fucking
It's lost.
stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
I'm stretching for you.
I'm sorry, dude.
This is my good luck. If I don't have this on the table, I'm gonna not know what to say.
That's fine, dude. We'll keep it on
Yeah.
the table. I don't know what to say anyway, so
It's all good. I like your shirt though. I thought it said "so down."
thanks, Brody. I like your face.
I appreciate that. I'm working on it.
It's a nice one, dude. What's your secret other than being Filipino?
I actually didn't have I usually bring a shaver, and I don't have my shaver, so Tom's got this really modern like Elon Musk type thing, and you like touch it with your face, and it just like shaves you. And I was like, this is kind of intense. Like I feel like a robot's touching me.
All right, Tom. I don't know if this is out of pocket, but I was placing bets with my girlfriend last night. Are you Jewish?
So I actually get that a lot. I get that a lot. I look Jewish, but I'm actually Bulgarian. But we ended up saving like over 1 million Jews over World War II.
Oh, wow.
Even though we were
Wow.
on Hitler's side in the war, so we have a great relationship with Jewish people in Bulgaria. So shout out to my Jews. I love working.
Shout out all the Jews out there. I don't know
Yes.
why. I was taking bets, dude.
Yeah. People. Actually,
I lost.
I'm half Jewish.
Huh?
I'm half Jewish.
Hell yeah.
I have like the nose thing going on.
Yeah.
I was actually telling someone my nose actually saved my family from dying.
Whoa.
because there was a big fire in the kitchen. I mean, I don't know if they would have died, but there was a big fire in the kitchen when I was like 8, and no one smelled it, and I smelled it from the basement.
Wait, dude. Does a bigger nose mean you can smell more?
I don't know, but I
Can we look this up, Kyle?
yeah, I mean, it might be like dogs. Like, I mean, dogs have like the longer nose.
I
so,
don't
like,
know, dude, but then you look like Shih Tzus who have like a flat fucking face.
Yeah,
Small nose.
Yeah, that's true. But I did. I noticed this fire, and like, dude, it was literally coming out of the oven. It was starting to spread, and like, we got it under control. And like, no, they were all chilling. Like, no one sensed it. I just smelled like something burning. And they're like, "You saved us," and I was like, "Thank my nose."
Hey, yeah, I'm curious about this. Does a bigger nose? Because think about it like this: if you have a bigger head, does that mean you have a bigger brain?
Some people, but some people with bigger heads have
I got
smaller
a
brains.
big ass head,
Big head,
huge head.
We should be measuring these and then have a chart of DJs with the biggest heads.
Dude, I have a massive fucking head.
Really? So it's not the mullet is not just a thing. It's like actually the head.
It's big.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
well,
big.
It adds to it.
But I don't know. Does that translate to me being smart? Because I don't think so.
I think it translates to wit.
Wit. I'm witty.
There you go. I think the bigger the brain, the bigger the wit. Maybe.
Where we at with this, Kyle?
So the actually, the bigger your nose, you're more likely to have sinus issues where you can't smell as good.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't have many sinus issues, so it must be like some hybrid creation. Because even I got COVID for the first time like 5 weeks ago, and like people were saying, "Oh, you have the sinus stuff." I didn't really get any of that. I did get like the taste, dude. That tripped me out though. I got my favorite buffalo wings ever, and like smoking weed helped me so much to get my appetite back. But that day, I remember I lost my taste.
Was it bad for you, your COVID? Was it bad for you?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it actually wasn't. I was shocked. I went 2 years without even getting it and was always very safe about it. But like, dude, that one moment of eating my favorite buffalo wings, I couldn't taste a thing. It tasted like rubber in my mouth. Like, I was like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
That was a sad moment. I did get that recently, and they tasted good again.
Good.
I remember the day that taste came back, I could taste some peanut butter. I was like, damn.
Dude, my girlfriend still hasn't gotten like her smell back.
Really?
She can't smell that good. Dude, so something weird happened to me. I fucking like now peanuts taste like metal to me.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's from COVID, but I think it is.
Maybe listen to too much metal music.
That could be it as well.
Yeah.
But like it sucks because like I love just eating peanuts.
Peanuts are fun. Do you like peanut crunchy or creamy?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah,
Just as long
actually,
as
if I had to go, I'm gonna go crunchy.
if you did like rub it all over your hands and like play a set, would you do crunchy or creamy?
Oh, if I had to play a set, I'm going creamy. But if I'm eating it, I'm gonna go crunchy.
Okay,
You know what
for
I'm
sure,
saying?
for
Like
sure.
if I get that peanuts, just rub it on my hands, dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about it? What about
Yeah,
it?
well, I got a question. This is one of my favorite questions. So, how do you make your PB&J? What's your process?
I should make a real good PB&J, and I realized this again a few weeks ago because I just got some peanut butter and jelly, and I was like, I need to do this right. It was actually a really just high quality white bread, and I put the peanut butter quite thick, like it's like you put it like half an inch like deep on that, and then I put the jelly on it, and then I put it in the toaster for like a minute. It's like Potbellies or something, and it comes out a little bit crispy at the bottom. The peanut's a little bit warm. You put it together, you slice it up. It tastes buttery. It's good. Like a little bit of that. Like, 'cause I did work for Potbellies for 3 months actually too.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Potbellies is? It's a huge chain in Chicago and like the East Coast with just warm sandwiches.
We used to have potbelly pigs growing up.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like sandwiches. Can I try your vape? We need to switch.
Yeah, sure.
That's a vape
Kyle,
switch. Vape switch. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, now we're down
he's
to
probably
one.
dying over there, dude.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
dying.
He did look deflated a little bit. So.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's a very inflated looking guy.
Yes.
That's actually sounded rude. I didn't mean that in a rude way. I meant like with life and positivity.
Yeah.
Nah,
I like the
man,
hair though. That's fire.
Yeah, he's a
Like,
positive feller. He's
I
just a
felt
good
that.
energy.
Do you
I'm
do you
offended.
straighten your hair or
No, I don't. No, I'm just like
naturally wizardy?
yeah, I'm
That's
just kind
awesome.
of all Gandalfy and shit. You know.
Damn.
It's like what Space Wizard wishes he looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in. Yeah, dude, like, it'd be interesting. I was like thinking about growing my hair out, but that mid phase, just weird.
Yeah.
They're like, is he in The Sopranos or is he like? People get confused about my nationality. People always think I'm Middle Eastern. They'll be like, are you one of us? Like, are you Egyptian?
Are you one of
Dude, it
us?
happens in Chicago. They like think they can connect with me, and I love connecting with people. But they'll be like at the wherever they're like, man, are you Middle Eastern? And I'm like, it's like some secret like society thing, and I'm like, bro, I'm not Egyptian either. And they're like I'm Puerto Rican. They're like, they just walk away from me.
Bro, they don't get confused about me at all other than my sexuality. That's about it. So,
Could be the eyes. The eyes are deceiving.
yeah, or these dick sucking lips.
That song he actually made it. You should look at YouTube. He got like this song. It's called. It's a tutorial on how to do things. No, it's not a tutorial. It's,
The Men on Men metal.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about metal last night, and I was like, actually,
Oh, it came back.
oh, dude, is this a different one?
No, it's
That's the same one.
It looks
Okay.
like that reminds me of Christmas. I want to have that on Christmas Day. I want that vape.
Kyle's energy reminds me of Christmas.
Word.
Like I'm just happy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to switch it, but wait, what is your favorite holiday? I'm just curious.
All right, either the 4th of July or Thanksgiving.
You like food?
Love it.
Okay, good. Turkey.
What about you, man?
My favorite holiday?
Yeah.
Well, it's fucked up. My birthday's the 22nd of December.
I was about to ask something, and I didn't know if it sounded fucked up, but like, do you celebrate Christmas and stuff like that?
It's interesting. So my dad is Jewish. My mom is quote unquote Catholic, but they're very spiritual, and it's actually inverted because when you're Jewish, it's supposed to be from your mother's side, and Catholicism is from your dad's side, technically. So I'm inverted. So it's like when you invert the joystick.
Are you an inverted skater too?
I wish I learned how to skatevert. Actually, that's just fire. But no, I'm not. I would love to be inverted, but albeit in my dreams or on some games and stuff. But no, yeah, like because of my birthday being right before Christmas, I always got kind of slacked off. Like they'd be like, "Here's some birthday, here's some Christmas." Like, and you also get Hanukkah because you're kind of Jewish. Like it was just a
So you got a bunch of them.
Yeah, but it was like small. I got some good gifts. Like my parents are awesome, so I can't give out on that. But it was weird where it's like birthday's 3 days before Christmas. Like you're gonna get double? No, you're gonna get like something. So, but to answer your question, Halloween's kind of tight. Like I used to love
Super tight,
the
dude.
candy aspect was fire. I remember getting a full 4-pack Reese's once, and I was like freaking out. Like this dude was like a rich neighborhood. I was like, that's where you go.
Dude, do you enjoy Halloween more as an adult or as a child?
We were talking about this yesterday because I did a Halloween show with Sodan last year, and we had to dress up, and I didn't know what to wear, so I got like a really silly lifeguard outfit, and I had like a whistle.
Nice.
It was cool, but I just looked like a lifeguard, and I was like, that's not really me.
I enjoy Halloween more as an adult.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because
Yeah, it goes both
the
ways.
women make Halloween. The women make Halloween
a lot
the
of
best.
cat outfits. You'll see that.
Yeah.
It's something with cats. They're like, we want to be black cats, like 25 of them.
That's great.
Yeah.
They have to be. Never mind. I was about to say something fucked up.
We're like, we got some kids watching this.
No. No.
Is Peggy 18?
Cool ass kids if they are.
Cool ass kid.
Yeah, dude. I think my little cousin told me he checked out the show. I'm like, don't.
Don't. We haven't been too bad, though. We've kept it like PGX.
I don't know. We're talking about sucking our own dicks.
Yeah, so PGX. Where it's like Disney, but not. Because Disney has dicks in it. They have like little secret things in their little visuals.
They have wieners in Disney?
If you look at, actually, it's the Little Mermaid and then this other one, the castle. No joke. It's like, I think it's the main Disney castle. If you zoom in on this top left or top right, there's literally a dick is drawn. It's got a full fucking thing going on. It's hidden.
Vanny?
Disney has some dicks in there. So Disney has some secrets, yeah.
Kyle, can you look up?
You could literally find that the secret Disney
Kyle,
dick.
can you look up? Is there dicks in Disney or wieners in Disney? Oh, he's about to show us a picture.
It's a real thing, yeah. Let me see.
Dude. All right, that might be an accidental cock. No.
Let me see.
That is not accidental.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, they got it in there. Someone in there was like, I'm just feeling good today.
Oh, dude. Dude, you imagine how stoked that guy was
got it in there.
when no one caught it?
No one caught it. He's like, these idiots. Like they don't even know. Like he got it in there. There's some other stuff too. Like there's a thing in Little Mermaid with some. If you look on YouTube of sexual innuendos in Disney movies, there's like 10 of them. And
Dude,
some
there's
of them
so
are
many in
gnarly.
SpongeBob.
Really? I bet.
You know when like he's like trying to get Gary to not leave? He's like, ooh, he like holds the soap. He's like, ooh, look, doubloons. Don't drop them. And then he winks at him.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't
Oh.
seen much SpongeBob, unfortunately.
Gotcha. He
Like,
does that.
I don't fuck with sponges too much. Like
Honestly,
they
like
kind of get messy and like.
I've never even thought about if I fuck with sponges or not. But
Yeah.
now I'm like questioning, do I? Do I fuck with them?
You fuck with sponges? I mean, they can be good. Like I use the thing that the dish thing, but then we have dishwashers now, and so like you kind of sponge it. But if you just relying on a sponge,
Oh, bro, this is my first time ever having a dishwasher. It's awesome.
really,
Yeah.
Well, the sponges lead to grunges. Or the sponge got the grunge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I even fuck with sponges anymore, dude? Like
new-
it's
a
like
new
a
thought.
life thing I have to think
Are we
about.
canceling sponges right now?
Dude, honestly, fuck them.
I mean, what?
Fuck them.
There's better things out there.
Yeah,
Use your hands.
like a CD.
Yes, a CD.
Those are better than a better invention.
Those are.
I wasn't thinking of like functionality, like what we could use instead of a sponge. I was just thinking like a CD was a better invention.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Damn, CDs are kind of gone though. That's wild.
So stupid. Do y'all have any questions for him? I want to get some bad questions here. Jeremy or Kyle?
All right, so talking about live sets and planning them and things like that. I just played my first set. I was stressed the fuck out trying to plan it because number one, I don't have a whole lot of original music to work from, so it's like trying to pick up from other artists' portfolio of things. So What's your thought process when you go into planning a set, versus, Mitch, you said when you're doing a club set, you do more freestyling. And then I was actually here when you plan your Toxic Summer set. So, a festival is more of a showcase, but a club's more of like reading the crowd and everything like that. So what's your thought process in keeping it interesting and also your track selection? And I know you may have to change it up on the fly and things like that, but how do you go about doing those things?
Is this for me or for both of us?
Both of you.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Honest, I have a thing now. Actually, I will play for every 2 or 3 originals. I'll play someone else's track. So I have this weird thing of like, I remember Manic Focus told me in the past, he's like, never play anyone else's music, and I was like, no, but it's like kind of fun to play people's music.
Yeah,
and
you
like,
get bored of your own music after a
but
while.
it's like cool to give love to that, or people will recognize something. That's why I started making the flips. I was like, how can I blend something where people will recognize it and also be able to be in an original mode? So that's kind of how the Salmon and stuff happened. But for sets, like, I'll kind of just think of like a big outline. Like, I don't want to plan everything, but I'm like, what energy do I want to give? What is this event I'm playing? What am I doing? Who are the people here? Like, I won't go too deep in it, but I will be conscious of it. Like, there are things I almost did a whole different ending of that set last night, but I realized this is more of like a, not really a house show. That lineup was crazy, but like,
it's weird lineup.
dude, weird lineup.
It worked.
Yeah, and Basewix told me, he's like, you can go as hard as you want before we play, because I was like, I'm actually going to chill it out right before your set. I'm going to do this last track by Fred again. It's like this really cool, like, fluty, trippy song he made. And I kind of had that in mind. So I had this loose structure for this set where I was like, I want to do like my flips. I want to do like some classic stuff, then like switch it up, and then like kind of make like a rough outline in my head, and then kind of fill in the spaces. So I'm not like pre-planning everything, but I'm making it so I'm going to be happy with what I'm presenting, and I feel like the crowd will enjoy it as well. So kind of a vague answer, but I also like, just work in the spectrum of find the vibe, find what you want to put into it. Always make some edits. Like, I never will just play like a full track out. Like, if I'm playing someone else's track, I always like splice it or cut it in some way, or change the build up or change the flip, or do a build up of one song and then flip it into another drop.
Just on the spectrum. Just on the spectrum. So Jeremy, just be on the spectrum a little bit.
I'm already
just
on
be on
the
the
spectrum. It's okay. Most you probably are too, Mitch. It's okay. We're from Mississippi. They fucked us up back home.
And honestly, I think it's cool to work on a set in different places. Like, you're in your studio, but like take that set outside somewhere. Like, go in your car, like go be somewhere else, and like kind of think about it. Like, actually, I have my building, like I'm in my place. I'll go to this little chill spot that's by the pool and just work on stuff there, because it's a different perspective and it makes me think differently. I don't know what it is, but like the different location can put you in a whole different mindset. And when I got to Colorado, even the night before the show, I switched something up, because I was like, this feels better, to what I want to do with this flow. So it's kind of a hybrid of having ideas, but then going kind of what's off the cuff and what feels right.
Hell yeah.
So
I like that.
a
Good
hybrid.
question. Jeremy, Kyle, you have any more questions for him?
Yeah, so I don't know if you think too much or too far in the future, but do either of you have a 10-year plan, or where do you want to be, or where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Fucking great question. Jeremy, your question sucked.
I'll do better. You got the other producer on here. He's putting me to shame right now. He's gonna take my job.
Right. It's actually an interesting question, because like I used to have this idea that I'd probably only do music till like 34, 35, and like now I'm just falling more in love with it, and like obviously gonna keep doing this. And also, like, with my background of marketing and abilities, like I actually do work with Peloton a little bit as a side gig. Shout out to Jeremy from Big Gigantic. His cousin is the VP of product design there. And they're like, do you want to do MIDI coding for us? And like, it's a pretty cool gig. And like, they also know that I do a lot of other things. Like, want to get you more involved. And I'm like, I will in the future. But right now I'm like very invested in what I'm doing. And you never know what opportunities come. So like, I've kind of like a loose plan, but I'm also just so open to like building and evolving and seeing what happens. Cause it's kind of one of those things with life is like, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what's going to lead to what. And like, even this Polo Pan show, like the rep from Pepsi was there, and he's like, I want you to play a Pepsi event. I was like, I don't drink Pepsi.
Sick.
But like, it's little things, you don't know what's going to happen. And like the Modest Yahoo thing, that was off the cuff. Like, so you never know who you're going to meet, what opportunities come. And I kind of don't have a direct 10-year plan. I kind of have like the next few years kind of laid out, but like, I also just want to see where my mind goes, where I develop as a person, and see what feels right.
Hell yeah.
So
I like
that's
that, dude.
kind of the vibe.
So yeah, I got like a 5-year like hard plan.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my big goal right now, sell out Red Rocks.
Word. Comedy or
5 years.
music?
Oh, great question. I'm gonna do both there.
Both, yeah.
It's
for
gonna be
sure.
early shows, gonna be stand-up
That can
comedy.
happen. I give you
Yeah.
blessing for that.
The early show's gonna be stand-up comedy. Late show's gonna be music.
Yes.
But that's in 5 years. I want to headline and sell out Red Rocks. That's where
very-
it's exactly everything I'm doing right now
Yeah.
is all to that.
Yeah.
Is all planning to that.
What if they make a new venue called like Blue Rocks?
I think they're actually making a Red Rocks too. Am I wrong about that? I think they're doing it out there in Colorado Springs.
We can do a quick search.
I'm pretty sure they are doing that. I think they're
Really?
doing it because they're not going to have any sound restrictions because they have really big sound.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true, but it might be. I think after a certain decibel at Red Rocks, if you have 10 seconds and if you're over that decibel limit for 10 seconds, it's $10,000 fine for every minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah.
It was Space Nectar that did that.
Yeah.
That was when
Fined.
they first started coming into like restricting people because his sets were like shaking rock off.
Yeah.
Literally, like the bass
Yeah.
was
No
chipping
way.
away
Really.
at the rocks.
I heard about that too, yeah, but
Wow.
that's what it is now. They have a decibel, so like if you go to a Red Rock show, you'll hear it get really loud for a second, and then you'll hear it go down. It's because they're able to pass that threshold, but not over 10 seconds, or it's a $10,000 fine.
Crazy.
I think that's true, but
wild.
are they doing a Red Rocks too, Kyle?
So yeah, it looks like they're gonna call it Red Rocks South. It's gonna be an
Damn.
8,000 seat outdoor amphitheater that would host top name music and entertainment acts planned for Colorado Springs North Side.
Wow. What is Red Rock's current?
Morrison, it's
what can it hold?
10,000.
It's 10,000.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay.
It's in more.
I've been there once actually. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I've been there once as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
One
and I
time?
got
There we go. One time.
yeah, I went to the
Sure.
Zed's Dead show, and I was inspired as hell. I
Right,
was
there
like,
you
this
go.
is it.
Hell yeah.
It's like this is where my head's at right
That's
now.
awesome.
Yeah, dude. I think the reason they're doing that though is because they're going to be able to get away with a lot more sound.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And I was looked at pictures of what it's going to look like, and it looks fucking awesome.
Really? That's
Yeah.
sick. All right. All right. Well, would you rather play there then or the main Red Rocks, or both? What if it like looks cooler?
Damn
probably
it.
won't. That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like,
It's
I don't
such a
know.
legendary venue.
I know.
I do know artists that actually would prefer to play Mission Ballroom over
Red
Red
Rocks?
Rocks
Really?
because they're able to do a lot more production and sound.
What was interesting last night, I will say, is everyone sounded like a little bit sharp on the treble, and because someone was like, "Oh, like you sounded fucking awesome," it was just a little bit sharp, but then everyone's set was so sharp, and I don't know if it was the sound guy, like it sounded great too.
So it's so good in that venue.
Yeah, I just remember being in some spots, and I was like, I'm just very picky about that. Like I actually scoop out some of my highs when I'm playing the drums and certain. Like some tracks, they don't have as many of those like super high range tones, but when there are those like super high highs, I'll always scoop it out.
Try so you can
Yeah.
hear your cymbals and shit.
Yeah.
that
Just so it
makes-
doesn't overpower. It just can sound like too much upper area.
That makes sense. Do you have like a goal venue that are like, that's where I'm gonna sell this bitch out? This is what I want to do.
I mean, honestly, just right now it'd be dope. Not even about selling out Red Rocks kind of shit. Just playing a cool bill there with a cool artist that we fuck with, you know. So it's like kind of just playing Red Rocks.
We're being
is,
so
like, the
modest.
thing. I'm being modest. Yeah.
Be selfish,
Be selfish.
like me.
Oh, I do want to definitely play. We're working on doing something at Prism in Chicago, which is more of like a club
A
venue.
prison?
Prism.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play in a prison.
A prison tour?
Yeah, prison tour. Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That'd be tight. But no, Prism's this amazing venue that it's more of a club, but it was really inspiring to me at the time. And like Radius is insane too. But like doing a live show at Prism, I can't hate on Galantis on this, but he played a great set at Heatwave, but they played After Party. Bro, he brought a full drum setup, like kind of what I have, but so many cymbals are up there going on. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Bro, he hit one cymbal with a thing and then just proceeded to drink a Corona and hold the Corona up like every 10 minutes. I was like, you can hit the drum? You just hold the Corona up. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, I was talking to the dudes there because they fuck with me. I was like, if they're doing this, like, we can do this. Like, and they're like, yes, we can. So,
Yeah, dude. Like my set's way cooler.
Well, not that. It was just like,
Yeah,
I was-
that's
it was more so the drumming thing. Like, why would you have all that and then just hold a Corona? Like, it was just weird. I was like,
because that's a vibe, bro.
yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah, it was a vibe. But the great artist. It was just the transitions were interesting, but it was just more of a letdown to be excited as like a drummer, being like, damn, he's about to go in on Prism. This is the first time I've seen live something, and it was just like one cymbal at the beginning and then didn't touch it.
Yeah,
And I was like, he must have been tipsy or something. Yeah.
that could be it.
Would you be offended if I was holding a Corona here instead of this?
No,
Okay.
you can drink whatever you want. This is America.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a very American household.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like I just feel bad for that company because of the virus. Like,
Yeah, they lost like 30% on sales during coronavirus. Like if I'd have been suing somebody.
right. Yeah.
Why the fuck why wouldn't you name it like the Bud Light disease? Like
What if it was called the taboo virus,
that'd probably be really good for me.
right?
Yeah.
Like, this guy's sick.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, probably really good thing for me. They'd be
Yeah.
like, "What? He destroyed everyone?"
Yeah.
But not really. Well,
He lived.
yeah, he lived. Any more questions for him, y'all?
Yeah, so you said that you got into production a little bit later. You played in bands growing up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of touched on it earlier, talking about Lewis the Child and stuff. They started producing when they were
From the same area too. North
12
Shore.
or 13. Do you think there's an advantage or disadvantage starting at a later age, getting into the
I
production
think
side?
it's a gift and a curse on both sides because like you might lose, like if you start that young, you could lose the passion for it. Like if you're too deep in on it and like maybe it just doesn't vibe with where you're at. But like for me, I feel like kind of starting late, I had more of an understanding of music going into it. I wasn't able to put all the ideas down I was hearing in my head because I didn't have the understanding of the technical control of like, how do I make this sound like that? But the ideas were there. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of a gift and a curse. I think that if you're passionate about it and you can dive in, like I have even the parking attendant at my building, he wants to learn drums so bad. And I'm like, I will teach you some stuff. And like, he has rhythm. I see him vibing out. If you're passionate about something, it doesn't really matter the age. It just depends like what you want to do with it. But it all comes from like that passion point of like, you want to do it for yourself and then evolve that. And that'll kind of that'll take you to a better place for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 'cause actually Peekaboo said that on his live thing. Some kid asked like, I'm trying to make it on the music industry. That's my main focus. Like, what do I do? And he told the kid, he was like, honestly, do not make that your main focus. Like focus on your life, build this as a passion. And like, if it is the right vibe, like things will happen, but you can't make that like, you can, but you can't. It's weird. It's like, you can't make that like your all eggs in one basket thing because you can set yourself up for some failure.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of all in.
Right. Well, you're in a position where you can kind of be all in.
I've been all in.
Yeah, you've been all
There's
in. Yeah.
been no backup plan.
That's awesome though.
This
Yeah.
was it, dude.
You got a nice car in front, so
Hey,
is that your dad's car? Or is that your car?
That's my car.
Okay, I was just saying. Yeah.
That's my car.
I just thought it's like white.
Okay, no, that is not my car. That is not my car. Are you talking about
The white one in the driveway, the white little sports car.
Oh yeah, that's my roommate's
Oh, okay.
and her. I do believe her dad did buy it.
Mm-hmm. Cause I thought when we rolled up, I was like, "Damn, this dude's way cooler because he got that white sports car."
No, I have a Chevrolet Malibu,
Okay, well, you're still
2020.
Cool. You're still cool. Okay.
So not as
Are you
cool.
making payments on it?
Yeah,
Yep, not as cool,
Right.
man.
That is cool.
not as cool. I'm planning. It's gonna be paid off here in the next
Yeah.
couple months. So fuck you, Kyle, and fuck you, Ben. Not as cool anymore. I know.
I'm like, I don't have a sports car, but I got my little board. So
Yeah, dude. I don't have a sports car, but I have Integrity.
Integrity Farms.
No.
Integrity.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm fucking around. We got a fan question I want to get to.
A vape question?
No, fans.
A fan question. Oh, see,
Oh, wait, Kyle, do you have another one for him?
No, before that, real quick, did you see that South Park, the creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker are making a weed brand off of the show called Tegrity Weed?
I love
That's
that.
fire.
They're gonna build a shop here in Colorado.
Did you know they bought out, what is it, Casa Bonita?
Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita.
Really? Wow.
They bought it, and they're about to reopen it.
Yeah, when I
Casa
found out that
Bonita.
place was a real thing, like I actually lost my shit because I didn't know.
I didn't know it was a real
Yeah,
thing either.
There's a girl I work with who actually worked there for like 4 or 5 years as a waiter.
I'm sure it's a fucking fun job.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never been. I'm gonna go though. But yeah, Trey Parker, Matt Stone. I'll call you, bro. They bought it.
They bought it and they hired a professional Mexican chef to go in there and do
Really?
everything.
Nice.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
I bet you, dude, they gotta have taco flavor kisses in there.
Damn. That'd be fire.
They got-
Call it oh, man.
That was actually when I was at Heat Wave, a funny moment though. I was like I was asking someone to use their vape, and they're like, "It tastes like tacos," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "No, it's our friend Takas," and it was like 2 minutes of me trying to understand why does this taste like tacos? Because it doesn't taste like tacos. I was like, it tastes like rainbows, and they were like, we were all just confused because it was actually during Zed Dead set, and that bass was just you can't talk when you're like trying to hear someone. It's like, and you're like tacos. I'm like, this doesn't taste like tacos. So,
Quit talking to me. I'm trying to listen to this fucking music.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's been around a lot. I feel like I've seen them a lot lately. They played.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
actually I was saying they're the first artists I really saw that kind of inspired me to hear that bass. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, at Congress Theater, hearing that adrenaline drop when I first time that was like the first bass show and just that rise. I was like, oh my god! And props to them. They've stayed so fresh for so long. Like you'd think like what they do, like you can kind of get burned out, and they're one artist that they stay inspired. Like
It's because they do dope events, right?
Yeah.
They don't really go on tour anymore. They just throw kick-ass events, and it's theirs.
yeah.
They get to pick the lineup they want. They get to have the events, like things going on at the event that they want. It's so sick. Like you get to. It's like Excision. Excision's not going on tour anymore. Excision's just throwing these fucking kick-ass events and festivals, just killing it.
I never seen Excision actually.
Really? You
Never
should.
seen
It's insane. Like
Insane,
it's
yeah.
the most insane production. It's literally like it blows my fucking mind how much because he's like the forefront of like what live like lighting and visual production can be. It's stupid, awesome.
Yeah, you know Antic guys, Antic Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the G's.
Yeah.
They're good guys.
Yeah.
I think they work with him. Or
Yeah, they do.
something.
Yeah.
so-
They were providing a lot of the stuff on the Balance tour, Liquid,
Really?
I was on. Yeah.
Okay, sick. How was
Yeah.
that? How was that tour?
It sucked. It was the worst thing ever. Liquid sucks. The crowd, Wakan crowds are the worst crowds.
Yeah.
Honestly, the logo's lame.
Damn. Well, you know.
Yeah. What is it? Why do they have 2 A's in the name? Like, get the one of them silent. Get the fuck out of here.
I thought they were an airline actually.
Yeah. Right. No, it was kick ass, man. It was like the best time ever.
Hell yeah, that's fucking.
But
awesome.
I almost didn't want to say that
Yeah.
just because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
But I love that guy and the whole Wakan family.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I haven't met
people.
him yet. Is he short? Or is he tall?
He's about the size of me. I might be a little bit taller than him.
How tall are you? What are you?
I'm like 6'6" on a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the heels on?
No,
You turn
just
those into real shoes. You'll be 6'6". Yeah.
I'm like 5'10", 11.
Okay. That's a good height though. It's natural.
That's,
It doesn't seem like you're trying.
it sucks on a basketball court.
Yeah.
I went and played basketball yesterday. We had a basketball meetup,
Yeah.
and dude, it's bullshit. There was a guy dunking.
Oh man. Immediately.
Dude, it was fucked up. I was playing the other day. There was a kid. He's like 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Same size as me, maybe even half an inch shorter. White kid.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking kid can dunk.
How tall was he?
Same size as me.
Wow.
Not even 6
that
foot.
Vertical leap, dude.
He's got them springs.
Those squats. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was like, what?
What's his nationality?
Why?
Oh. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. Doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right. You're like as soon as he said white, you're like, it's out the door.
Yeah. Could be a cyborg. Got the robot
He
legs.
might be, dude. He might
Yeah.
be.
They're actually talking about that. Like there might be a future where people are, and it's I didn't play that game that much, but there's a game that came out. It's like kind of set this retro future. It was like the fuck up game that came out. It's like a big deal.
Oh,
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, and like there's people get like mods in it and shit. And like there actually was a discussion. I forget the guy's name, but he's a futurist and he talks about he actually works with major companies and discusses what technology will probably be available at the time and how you can adjust your products to fit this timeline. He's like literally like a tech dude that works inside with Apple and Microsoft, but he was talking about there will be a future in the not too distant future where people start getting body mods.
Yeah.
And you can literally like have really fucking like strong arms or strong legs or some weird shit. And like there'll be a like literally a buildup of like people that start getting mods and you'll have these like human 2.0s and there'll be like literally a separation of like people that are regular.
Oh,
and people
Elon
that are
Musk talks
modded.
about this.
Yeah, and there'll be the
Elon
modded
Musk
people
is-
and regulars, and like it might become there's be more mods and more regulars, and it's like there might be a clashing point of like this is how we should be. We should all be modding, and people are like, fuck no, we're staying natural. And there could be like a big like split in the future between people.
What's gonna be your first mod?
Damn, slow motion.
Slow motion?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Mine's gonna be Spanish. I'm just gonna like
Spanish.
I'm gonna get a mod to where I know Spanish.
That'd be kind of sick if you could just understandably have any language translated.
Yeah, dude. It's like with the Neuralink, you just download Spanish. It's like
Damn.
with Matrix. He's like, I know
that
kung
would be
fu.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be real. I mean, honestly, if you played VR, Tom actually tried VR recently. Yeah,
Threw up.
well, he was just a little too fucked up. If you are fucked up and you go in VR, can mess you up. But like, dude, what they're gonna be making and like, I'm very excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
we are literally gonna have like when you can tap into like everything we see here and experience are all just electronical signals being fired in the brain, and they're figuring out ways to bypass these signals and create new inputs that tricks your mind and body to feeling like you're doing something.
But like whenever you're able to like kind of connect your brain to your phone, that type of thing,
Yeah.
that's when you got to worry about like cybersecurity, right? Like
All the texts, bro.
people gonna be trying to steal your stuff. Like them my secrets.
Yeah.
Them my secrets.
Well, what if like how fucked up can it be if we do have Neuralink and people can like hack into minds?
That's what I'm saying. Literally, like them my secrets.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
They'll know like what you do.
I know.
Yeah. They'll know what's in your closet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to come out.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. But we never know. The future's wild. There you go. He did a little dance move.
It is
That's
crazy.
I thought we were doing a TikTok for a second. I saw the arms go out. I
Done.
was like, done.
Yep, it's probably dead. Oh yeah, you might plug it
Is
in.
one still going?
Yeah, yours is fine. That
Oh,
battery,
okay,
that
okay.
battery will
We still
last.
got camera one going. You can just do a
Yeah.
quick angle switch.
Nah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
Do you
care.
guys switch the angles live? Like, or is
Yeah,
this-
it's all live. Yeah, he's.
Oh,
That's a Joe
so
Rogan
there's no,
setup
So there's
in
no
here.
post editing.
Yeah.
No,
We're the Jamies.
Okay.
I wanted it to be just easy
Yeah.
because I don't want to edit things all day.
No, fuck that. No.
You know, I like to enjoy myself
Mm-hmm.
and laugh.
Yes.
Kyle, if it's dead, it's dead, brother. It ain't the end of the world. Okay, he's got it both going on.
Oh damn. Can you drop my voice down like 3 semitones though, just so I sound like?
Ooh. I don't know if we can do that on there. I'm sure I can mod it up.
You should have like a voice effect.
Cool.
You should, what would be tight is if you had this dude Gary Jenner does this. He has like a vocal effects box, and you could like have funny moments. So you press a button, and it's just a whole different voice. It's like a robot, or it's like I don't know, Jim Carrey, and then Bill Clinton.
That's fun.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
What voice? If you could have anybody's voice,
Actually, be tight to have like a British accent.
I want Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Yeah.
voice. That'd be kind of sick.
That'd be dope.
Like, I play bass.
Or like Mike Tyson's.
Mike Tyson. He might get into the DJ scene.
Stupid.
Yeah. His first singles, I'm gonna take your ear off.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun. Hey, Kyle, can we play this this fan question we got for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just leave that off for a second. We'll turn it on right at the very end.
Hey man, this is Trip Fox from Lubbock, Texas.
Hello, Trip Fox.
Anyways, I got a twofer this time, well, a two-parter. The first one is, I know y'all probably done said it like 20 times already in the podcast, but how do you say COFRESI? And where did you get the name? It reminds me of like a menu item you'd see on like a Chipotle menu. I don't know.
what-
Just me. Second question is pretty simple, pretty basic. How y'all doing? Doing
I
good?
like that. That's good.
You loving today? Y'all should give each other a hug. Fuck it. Make out.
Actually,
All right then. Bye.
that was great. I did see the you and Toma's hug last night was insane.
It was a good hug. Great hug. It was a good hug. Yeah, I felt it. I really did. I felt that moment.
I told my mom about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt it from even 2 feet away.
I really did feel it. Like sometimes like I'll have like someone in the crowd be like, "Can I give you a hug?" I'm like, "Yeah," and like
Yeah.
I'll hug them. I'm like, "Yo, wait a second. This is nice." Like not in a creepy way. Just like kind of just feeling that moment. It's like this is.
yeah.
You never know when you need that nice hug.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a nice hug can really change
Your day.
just like so much, dude. Like I have a fucking crazy story about a hug. It's sad, but I'm not gonna get into it. But I just remember that hug just being like the best thing that could have happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're a hugger. Are you a tree hugger?
No. Fuck trees. Fuck hugs. Like, trash the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all that. But so what's funny to go to his question, you just say it, it's actually like co and then fres e. So COFRESI. But what's funny is people have botched my name for years. A lot of promoters think it's CONFRESI. So always put con. I'm like, I'm not a con artist. And then the best ones I got was the top two were Caprese.
That's fun.
And then the best one was, yo, bro, confetti, I fuck with you. The dude like knew it. He's like, bro, confetti, I love that shit. And I was like, it's not confetti, but I like that. I was like, I'm not even saying anything. I was like, we're just gonna go with this.
Confetti.
I should have had some come out of my pocket when he said that. I'm like, that's what I'm about.
I just get TVBOO, bro.
Mm-hmm. I like TVBOO. I'm like, cause it's your boo. It's the TVBOO.
Yeah, dude, I'll fucking cuddle up on the couch with you and watch fucking Grey's Anatomy. I ain't
There you
scared.
go. And I saw a little bit of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, dude, the Saints lost in the playoffs, and I got depressed for like 6 months and just started watching.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a show that was as sad as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
I think there's music out there for that.
Yeah, no, music was not doing it. I need visual things
Yeah.
because I watched my beloved New Orleans Saints
Damn.
lose.
So you're a football guy.
Huge.
What do you think about baseball?
Gay.
Okay.
I'm joking. Baseball's cool, man. I enjoy going to the games. I'm not watching. I bet a lot on baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah, I like doing stuff like that. Are you a big baseball guy?
I played baseball. Actually, they wanted me to play football in high school, but I was in band, and I was like, I want to play music, and they literally were like, that dude's a pussy.
That's what's.
The coach was literally like, that's just a bitch. Like, I was like, damn. I remember that was the thing. My mom was like, no, I don't want you to play football either. I was like, we're on the same team.
I like the butts
The football?
on
There's a
baseball
lot of-
players.
baseball
Yeah,
players?
they got big
Okay.
old booties.
Yeah, it actually makes you hit home runs. Yeah.
I'm like, look at that booty.
Because the secret, they do that because if it hits it, it's a ball thrown and it bounced off their butt, it's probably going to be a home run.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, I think you get the wrong cable. I think.
Yeah, I'm. It's not showing that it's charging. It says USB mode connecting.
Yeah, it's because you have the top one in.
You can just like use my
okay, so you
phone.
have to take
I just
that
Yeah,
put
you have
my
to take
phone
that one out,
and
yeah.
Get the back
Just
up
take
angle.
take that one out real quick because we're about to end it. I'm just gonna do the outro. But no, this has been a super fun episode.
Hell yeah. No,
I've
it's
enjoyed
dope.
this very much.
Fuck yeah. I've watched these and I was like, one day I might do that. And then,
All right, that's
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah. So we're going on single angle right now.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
all good.
They get the face shot.
Yeah, so just
I'll turn that one to you for the.
cool. Yeah.
Tight.
A lot of I mean, we must have been going for a minute if
Yeah.
it's dead, but dude, this has been a super fucking fun episode, man. I love all the things you do.
I appreciate that.
I really fucking love, like, cause I'm a drummer, dude, and so like whenever I see any type of like electronic act that there's live instruments in, it's just a whole nother vibe that I feel like I connect to, and I connect to yours like unlike any other any others.
I appreciate
And
that.
it's fucking awesome. I'm glad I got to know you as a person because you're a fucking cool ass dude, and I can really tell you're super genuine about everything you're doing. So really
Likewise.
appreciate you coming on the show
Fuck
today,
yeah.
man.
We should get a little tear going.
Is there anything you want to tell the people before you get out of here today?
Well, I do have a new EP that's going to be coming out in the next couple months. It's very inspired by a little more dance and some house techno stuff, but with my style. And I'm excited to get that out. I actually have a really cool remix for the Main Squeeze, actually. That one's kind of a bopper. Like, that stays true to my style. And I'm just excited to get some new content out and make some cool new things. We're actually shooting a music video this week in Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of videos I've done have been more just like, here's me drumming. This is actually going to be much more of a vibe. We're having some characters. We got some people in it. And it's going to be more about a little story being told.
Fuck
So
yeah.
we're trying to diversify the content and just build right now. We're in a new range and the things feel good. So it's all about growth. And as Michael Berg says, I'm actually forgetting what he used to say, but
Even better.
yeah, fuck that. What does he say? Like above and onward and upward. There we go. That's what he used to say. And he still probably says that before he goes to sleep.
Well, I love that, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing the videos and hearing all the
Yeah,
music, man. I'm
sure.
really looking forward to it.
I'm excited to touch your drum set.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to touch it too.
for sure.
I love it when you touch it.
And these guys are awesome. Shout out to the team. And
Hey
everything.
man,
So,
yeah, thank you so much, everybody. This has been a super fun episode. And having everybody in here, just having a good time.
Fuck yeah.
It's been good. So I appreciate y'all, appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody listening to this week's episode of Talks with Taboo. I will see y'all next week. Peace.